demonic aggressors last session, 2 sessions ago, and had a powwow with their patron, Halacynthia, and decided that rather than let her take possession of the entirety of the demonic establishment, it would be in the best interest of the party as well as of Marith in general if the party took under their wing a few of the succubi and incubi that they had defeated down there. The rest of the succubi, imps, and demons were not quite so lucky, so Halacynthia scooped them all up. The party then went on with their entourage of goblins, sphinxes, friggin' Nubis, a little bit of everything, and went to the Bazaar to restock and deal with a few things they had, a few irons left in the fire. They managed to resupply and even met up with their old friend Daleson, who had a few new treasures from his explorations. They also met up with their good pal, friggin' Exgarchuan. And after a little convincing, a little cajoling, a little outright lying directly to her face, they convinced Naya to let Exgarchuan into her body, with the idea being that he might be able to get rid of Seraph's curse. He gladly did so once Naya grew a pair of knockers to rival Mukau's. But unfortunately, he was unable to remove the curse. He did, however, help a little bit by changing the nature of the curse. Now, Naya no longer suffers concurrent orgasms whenever she sees someone else having a climax. Instead, anytime she gets turned on, her breasts grow proportionally and begin lactating nectar uncontrollably.
God fucking damn
it. Yeah. So, the party was wrapping up their affairs in the Bazaar and getting ready to head out to take care of a few things here and there they had left, such as the Sphinx Princess that they recovered from the cult temple, as well as the virtue demons that were still left in various friends and family members. So the party was going to take a beeline straight for Taladra, I believe, unless you guys were going to make a stopover somewhere else.
Were we going to Taladra? I thought we were going to the Nubis place.
Well, I thought you guys... okay, well, I guess a better question would be then, where does the party want to go next? You can go to Giacomo's caravanserai if you have to pick anything up. Lumi's laboratory if you guys need to take care of various potions or items. The portal if you wanted to stop back and check in on Minerva and remove that demon from her. Taladra if you want to check in on all of your allies there. Or just make a beeline straight for the Burn Library and drop off all your Nubis and Sphinxes.
Alright, can we see the map? Because I know we plotted the shit out ahead of time.
Wow. I'm just going to say after the drop-off at the Sphinx place, I'd like to visit Kazarat afterward.
Let's see.
So you got a lot of potential avenues of exploration in this general area here.
We do want to warn the bees as well about what's happening underground.
Right, once we're done with Burned Library bullshit, Taladra, portal, over here to deal with all this shit.
Now, are we, when we're going to this library, all right. They're going to the Burned Library. Are we just dropping off all of these people?
We're gonna take them underground to their city, but yeah, we're just intending to drop them off.
So this could spiral into some long.
Literally
long
everything
thing.
we do will spiral into a long, involved, complicated process. You should know this by now.
I would like to get that demon out of my mother's body.
Kaze rad, Kaze rad, Kaze
No.
rad.
Maybe later.
Mm.
Is there a portal anywhere near there?
You guys have never been over in this area, so you have no idea if there's any portals. And in point, you've never been further than the burned cathedral, or buried cathedral over here, so you're not sure over here, or down here. Out
We
of the
just sort
world
of stay in
remains
the center of the
unexplored.
map. That's how we do. But yeah, either way, we have actual people with us we need to drop off, so we should, go there, then we can fucking portal over and do whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Why not?
Okay. Doing
I'll
that.
follow you spunk pumps around.
Fan, you're super quiet.
Okay.
As long as this doesn't take long.
Literally 4 weeks.
That's like a
Okie
short
dokie.
pregnancy. Nothing.
So, everyone agree to that course that Savin has plotted out? To Giacomo's first, then the library, then Taladra, then portal over to wherever. Either check out your stronghold or deal with the demon in Minerva.
Yeah.
Yes,
Actually, there's a
please.
demon in fucking Hedrah, too, so we can just pop that off over there.
No, it's not in Hedrah, is it? It's in Scylla, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay, yes. Yes.
Same difference. All those sluts are
It's
exactly the
whatever. One of them has a cock, one of them she's the cock. It's the same thing.
same. Not
Swords
supposed to agree
and
with me.
scabbards, exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, of course, you also know that all of the locations marked with little X's were marked for demonic plans to undermine them and tunnel up from below. Cynthia is working on that, but of course, any advanced warning you can give to those locations would be appreciated. And everything with the little red drugs icon is where the drug dealer that
Oh,
you
yeah.
took down has agents dispensing highly addictive substances to unsuspecting people.
While we're at Giacomo's caravanserai, we can knock it over and
That's the plan.
find these druggies. Before we leave the bazaar, I would like to acquire 1 barrel and pour all of that nectar into it and then close it up.
How about some?
And then I will carry it away.
Okay,
Got
you can
some
get a barrel
reducto.
for 5 gems.
Done. Oh, why are you so jelly?
Gee, I wonder.
If only everyone could get cursed by Seraph,
I
Is it the
know.
knockers?
modified by Exgarchuan.
Because yours are better. I mean, come on.
Oh, well, I think. As long as we've established the quality options, then everything's good.
You two are ridiculous. I hope you know that.
Yep.
Alright, anyone else need anything from the Bazaar before you guys leave?
Is there anyone selling snake oil or whatever the fuck it is that gives haste?
That's the goo potion dealer. Does potions and stuff.
Oh yeah, that and Lactaid.
More lactate.
Well, yeah, I'm almost out.
Almost.
Glare.
I guess roll a d6 for Lactaid.
Alrighty. Aw, yeah.
Okay. She can sell you up to 6 lactades. Each one would be 350 gems.
Man, there's some mad inflation going on here. And
Wait, whoa. What's the point of getting lactate if you're not going to let anyone drink from you, though?
well, you can drink after I'm done. It turns into moo milk, which is a healing item.
Okay.
And are there any reptiliums?
Reptilium gives advantage on intelligence
Damn,
saves.
so then it's
Snake oil is the one that gives
snake oil.
haste.
Yes, desire snake oil.
Roll a d4 minus 1. She's got up to 3 snake oils. They are 500 gems each.
Oof. Well, those things are super useful, so I'll buy 2 of them. And then it's 350 times 6. Yeah, give me all your lactid.
Alrighty. And anybody else need anything else?
I think I'm all right now.
Did you guys pick up any reducto?
That is entirely in Leira's wheelhouse.
Reducto. I will go and see if there is reducto at Sweet Slime Stimulants.
Roll a d6. She has up to 5 for 400 gems each.
I said I would, so I will. I will buy 3.
Remember, these are
The
not
other two?
empowered reducto, so it just casts the reduced spell on you for 1d4
Mhm.
hours.
We will
Oh,
have-
never mind.
We'll have to get this stuff empowered by Lumi.
Oh, no, wait, yeah. I'll buy 2 of them then. The other 2. 800. There. Just in case of over boobflation.
That's impossible.
It happened to Hyra, so it is possible.
No, she has a good amount of boob. It's just that she needs a little assistance.
Or when she got bitten with the snake, so she was literally mobile.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just needed to be a little bit milkier, and then she would have been perfect. Hyra says, not out loud at all.
Speaking of which, you guys do still have that chest filled with an indeterminate number of invisible boob snakes.
Oh god.
Alright, so I think that's everybody and everything. So the party heads on out. They make very slow time because you've got a army camp full of followers trailing after you. So, let's have Hedrah roll a d100.
Okay. I am going to roll the 100. Once roll try to stop being a dick.
Before traveling, can I try to investigate the crate of boob snakes to determine how many are there?
Sure. Make a perception check with disadvantage. Or, yeah.
Can I assist?
I assumed I'd be doing something magical
Oh,
to
okay.
detect that, but I guess perception works. I'm a goblin, so I have advantage on that shit. Bloop.
Okay, even with Hyra's help, you're really not sure exactly how many snakes are in there. It's rare that they make any noise at all, and when they do make noise, it's unclear how many there might be in there. You assume that some aspect of the snake itself is what's causing it to be magical or invisible, and they are definitely magical constructs. So theoretically, if you could study them in a laboratory setting, you might even be able to learn how to make them, or be able to research a spell that creates them. But for the time being, probably better off just holding on to them or unleashing them on an unwary person.
Looks at Hyra. Okay, sentry puppies still go.
All right. As you are on the road, so to speak, one of your companions, a Nubis who is unfamiliar with the above ground world and is having great difficulty adjusting to the light, goes missing. The party is distracted for the rest of the day looking for the missing Nubis, and by nightfall you discover that he took shelter in a deep, dark burrow that was not immediately evident due to the tall grasses of the plains. You end up recovering him and disciplining him appropriately, but you do find that inside the burrow there are a number of supplies left over from some passerby a fairly long time ago. Although they're old, they appear to be in good condition. There is a 10-foot pole, a lamp, a coil of 50 feet of rope, a climber's kit, 2 grappling hooks, 12 empty vials, a small empty chest, 2 tinder boxes, and a signal whistle.
I take the signal whistle.
I'm going to post all in here. Feel free to take what you like, and anything that is not claimed will just remain in the hole.
Yeah, signal whistle.
Do you need proficiency with a climber's kit, or is that just like giving you advantage? How does that work?
I suppose I can take the 12 empty vials. And the
Rope.
yeah.
I'll take
Climber's kit in action. Oh, that's super useful.
Alrighty. The party makes camp for the night. Fortunately, you did not make very good time. Would you like to retain this pace or try to speed your followers up for the following day?
Well, I would like to move faster.
Yeah, moving faster would be nice. The lemmings could not wander off this time.
Are you going to do anything to try to move faster, or do you just want to move faster, but you're not actually going to take any actions to try to get these guys?
I will make an intimidation check to try and hustle them the next day.
March, slaves.
Move, damn it!
Move! Alright,
We've got places to go.
make an intimidation check.
Get your whip out.
27.
Alright. You sufficiently frighten them, but unfortunately, fearful followers are not actually very swift followers. You fear that you may have done more harm than good in intimidating them.
I have a better idea. I get the succubus coach.
And Kinathis, let's have you roll a d100 for the following day. A 3.
Boulays. God damn it.
1d3 Boule girls.
Always, always.
At least it's not an aquatic boulay.
What about an aquatic land belay?
Please no.
How about the bear octopus?
As you are traveling, Kira's finely honed survival senses pick up on some nearby tracks. They look fairly old, but they are fairly definitive. It appears someone has intentionally made tracks along here so that they could retrace them at a future time. Would you like to follow the tracks or ignore them?
How many people would you say these tracks represent?
Probably one person.
Oh, hey. When the hell did we get to the Bizarre Bazaar and past that?
Go ahead and make a survival check or a nature check to get some more information about them.
Boop. 20.
20. It looks like they are bunny tracks.
Have we met the bunny girl? I
Mm,
vaguely recall.
Met a bunny girl on Easter.
Eh.
We've met Joey.
Yeah.
Eh. Well, I see no reason to pursue this, so I say we keep going.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah, it's fine with me. There's
Works
no
for me.
indication that this person is in danger, so.
In order to speed our pace up going forward, can I get the succubus coach to try and motivate the minions into going faster?
Okay. She will try to make a persuasion check to cheer everyone.
Yeah. God
Oh,
damn
no.
it.
She does more harm than good as well. She's trying to get them excited about doing things, and her succubus nature sort of takes over, and everyone ends up descending into a small orgy of blowjobs and sucking and fucking. So unfortunately, you don't make very good time today either. It's taking a really long time with all these people.
God damn it.
It's like traveling as a small army is really shitty when you're trying to go places quickly.
Okay, so
Well, I guess day 3 is whips and chains day.
no, it's let the Warlock give it a shot.
Oh boy.
All right, Pip, you're up. What do you got?
Well, I got my whip. I got my whips. That's the tentacles,
Oh god.
and I start to mention a few things about making time and how good it would be if we would like. I will try to figure out something to persuade them. Fuck, my brain is like shutting down. I have no idea what the hell's going on at the moment.
I know that feeling. Brains.
So you're going to try to persuade and cajole the your followers here to go a little bit faster. What are you going to try to tempt them with?
Well, we're in the middle of the goddamn desert. We're in the middle of the sun, and they
Yes.
are subterranean people.
You guys are still in the plains right now, actually.
Well, it's still a lot of heat and sun, so they're not something they're used to.
That's true.
Yeah. So just mentioning the fact that if we speed it up, they can get out of this, they can get home, and they can go back to their lovely little lives before they got, shanghaied into nefarious things.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay, Pip the sheet. Come on. Character sheet, core, and persuasion. It's gonna take fucking 20 goddamn years for it to move some.
Hey.
Okay. It appears that appealing to their discomfort with the world above and the heat and exhaustion of not being in nice, cool caves, does seem to light a fire under their booties, and you are making pretty decent time. Let's have Fenoxo, roll D100. Uh, 39.
Again.
Yeah, again. Try again. Roll something else. 37.
Wow.
All right. As you are making your way through, a large number of gnolls rise up from the plains, and you find that you have been surrounded by gnolls. They hail you and ask you to identify yourselves because you are passing through their territory.
Alright, get him, Hyra.
Moo.
Fuck. Alright. Jesus Christ. I will throw on my giant bearskin cloak before I go up to the front of the party and say hello. Try and hide my different figure. And
Corgi.
yeah, we'll raise a hand in greeting and say that I am leading my companions here up to the caravanserai. Please let us pass, sisters. Have important things to do.
You are leading any number of strange creatures. You've never seen these things before. What are they?
Well, this is a sphinx, and I will point to Reva. And, of course, we have goblins here, and nubuses. Really, most of them came from this underground kingdom that we're going to be making contact with.
A kingdom underground? How disgusting. Are any of these creatures good slaves?
I will point to some of the cult members that I took myself and nod.
Why don't you leave some of these creatures for us? We'll take them back to the queen.
Out of character, I recognize these as being from my tribe, right? These are my folk.
Yes, these are actual gnolls.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not?
If we're going to give you that many slaves, you should at least give us a male.
Can I,
Yeah, they're ignoring the goblin.
Can I pop over to the follower tab real quick? Let's see who's getting sacrificed. Let's see. Here is harem. Let's see. All right. Probably the two prophet chicks here. Yeah.
Reverend Mother Malicia and Prophet Centel.
Yeah.
Okay, the gnolls take these two off your hands and take them back to the gnoll camp.
All right. I asked them to say hello to Mom for me.
All right, they will do so as they are headed out. One of them pauses and asks, "What's wrong with you? Seem to be wearing an awfully heavy cloak for it being so hot out."
Well, I killed a bear not long ago, skinned it, and I'm wearing it as a prize.
Go ahead and
It's
make a
not terribly-
bluff check with advantage.
Alright. Deception. Haha, thank God for advantage.
Well played.
They sort of give you an eye, but shrug and take their new acquisitions with them and let you proceed on your way.
And nobody was ever the wiser. Oh,
I
I'm
thought
going.
you were a princess.
I am. Didn't you see they recognized me?
I don't.
They
It
didn't
seemed
really,
like you were acting like a
bow
commoner.
or anything. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just said hello.
I mean, maybe
What do you
Maybe
want me to
things are
do? Go up
different
and just
for,
headbutt them?
for hyenas. I thought princesses were, regal. Didn't need to headbutt people.
Exactly. That's why I just said
There would have
hello,
been like
and I
some
got us
measure
all
of
through there.
respect there.
Yeah.
What? They respected
They're
me
not-
plenty.
Hyra didn't exactly announce herself as a princess, did she?
No,
No, just trying to keep it low key. Didn't need to make a scene.
you're not really a princess, are you?
Shut up.
Well, I guess you're as much of a princess as me.
I remember when I met another tiger shark. I wrestled her and fought her at the bottom of the lake. I asserted my dominance.
See, Leira, do you remember what happened the first time we went to Dungeon Knolls?
Yeah,
Why
those
don't you
guys
regale
they
the
were a
party with
bunch of
that tale?
bitches.
You guys literally wish them all away.
Yeah, but before that, I went up there and asserted dominance and headbutted one of them into submission.
Just pointing out something there, Leira.
Yeah.
Who got who knocked up? It's in.
What's your point?
Well, asserting dominance involves, like having sure they are having your descendants, but wasn't that a little bit on the opposite way here?
Look, as a Gnoll, I can pretty much testify asserting dominance involves carrying children eventually.
Well, you see, I wrestled the biggest, meanest shark in the lake, and obviously they would be a very good sire for my children. So therefore, I came out on top.
Your dad.
Maybe.
I don't expect you to understand.
No.
It's okay, Lyra. I understand you. Pat pat.
I don't.
You're into incest. You're into incest as well.
Hero shifty eyes around. What? What are you talking? Shut up. Fucking dog. And she'll just start marching.
I don't mind.
All right. Well, the party marches on and rests for the night again. And the next day comes up. You figure if you push these guys a little bit, you should get to the safety of Giacomo's caravanserai by nightfall.
Alright.
Let's put the succubus cheerleader on it again.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
god.
Get these,
That worked
let's
out
get
great.
These bitches moving.
Alright.
No orgies
I
this time.
I think this time I'm just gonna tempt them, tell them the wonders of Giacomo's caravanserai. There's all the water they can ever
cool
need.
shade.
There's nice shade, it's indoors. There's probably a basement they could hang out in if they wanted to.
Okay, but you guys have hit the desert at this point, and the heat is unbearable. So, you're going to make a persuasion check at disadvantage. They
God
want
damn it.
nothing more than to just sit down in some shade and chill out till nighttime.
But the shade's here. Fine.
Yeah, the
Persuasion.
faster we get there, the more we can relax.
Shit.
Unfortunately,
It's a
your
9.
promises of future ease at the sacrifice of current convenience does not sway them very well. And let's have Whateverkun roll D100. And 43. All right, as you are proceeding through the desert, you spy a section that might not be a bad choice to take a short break in the height of the heat of the afternoon. The party investigates first to make sure it's safe, and you find a fairly large, actually, a burrow that's been dug out in the sands. You bring your followers in to rest and relax and take some of the ease off. And in exploring the burrow, you find that it apparently used to be a small settlement of ant people. In fact, there is still one ant person inside here. In one of the far back chambers, there is a scholar who is a fairly elderly ant person. He is hoarding a number of clay tablets, and when he notices you enter, he welcomes you and offers you what small provisions he has, trying to be as good a host as he can be for being a hermit.
Oh, how very kind of him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Seems
if
trustworthy.
he's chill with us, we'll be chill with him.
As you are resting and enjoying a little bit of a break and some food, he confers that he was doing his best to try to rescue all traces of the lore and learnings of his people from this abandoned site, and
What the
try
fuck?
in background noise, trying to bring it to
Whateverkun.
Anthill. Yes, trying to bring it to Anthill to save it from the eventual destruction of time and exposure to the elements. All of it, however, is in the form of clay tablets, so he has been transcribing it. Oh my god,
Whateverkun.
click, click, click. He's been
Whateverkun, you're
transcribing
unmuted.
it, yes, to a number of smaller pieces of parchment in an effort to try to make these things a little bit easier to carry. You do get the impression, however, that he's fairly studied, so if you need any whatever arcana or history or religion information, he might have some information for you.
Does anyone have any research they've been meaning to ask?
Oh, maybe he knows something about invisible boob growth snakes.
Actually.
I would like to know if there's a better way I can make use of this green fire.
Alright, well, Miss Boom pushes her way to the front, slams the chest down, and says, I got a box full of boob snakes. What do I do? He sort of stares at you and blinks. I'm afraid I don't understand. What is it that you're looking for?
You know, way to control the magical boob growth snakes that are in here. Same thing anyone would want.
I see. Well, let me consult what I have here. Perhaps there's something that mentions those kind of things. Alright, he does a little investigation. Well, it's not precisely what you were talking about, but I do see mention in here of the creation of homunculi, artificial creations propelled by magic, normally with some particular end in mind. Perhaps that's what these creatures are.
Okay, okay. Do you have any more information on that?
Well, the creation of homunculi is not something that my people are very experienced with, but the people of Taladra have a number of experts on those kind of things. I suspect if you found someone who has experience in making it, they might be able to teach you their method.
Alright. So I need to go to Taladra. Thanks a lot, crazy old dude.
Oh, but of course. Okie dokie. Anyone else?
I would like to demonstrate this green fire and ask him if there is, use your knowledge of magic to. If there's, is there a better way I can make use of this? Like make a special kind of like fireball spell with it.
He watches you intently. Oh my, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before. Where did you say you learned this?
Learned from a guy in a forest.
Squint.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any experience with something like that before, and
Darn.
it's not mentioned in any of these tomes. Perhaps the person who taught you might be able to help you refine it.
I guess.
Anybody else?
Huh?
I got a knock at the door.
I'm going to ask him about the swamp, specifically any peoples or creatures that might live there, because I have a vested interest in going there soon.
Oh, but of course, I've never traveled there myself, but we do have a number of documents here that talk about trade of old when we were in communications with a great many settlements. Of course, there are the frogs that primarily occupy the swamp, as well as the mantis and the lizards. There is mention in one of these tablets that when the demons first came to Mareth, they were trying to create a number of servants and creatures. They tried selective breeding to make the most optimal slaves, and those first few experiments did not turn out precisely as they had hoped. Many of the creatures escaped from them. It was believed that they escaped to the swamp, as the denizens there are highly aggressive to those who are not familiar with their ways. They were able to keep the demons out to some degree, and I don't believe even to this day that the demons have penetrated very far into it.
That's interesting. Very interesting, thank you.
But of course.
Anybody
else?
Oh, maybe want to ask about demon curses? I'm the guy who has a plus 12 Arcana check.
Demon curses? Someone say demon curses?
Welcome back there.
What do you
Very
know about
wise and
curses?
Shit more than we do.
I'm afraid I don't have very much here about those kinds of things, but it's curious. There's information about demonic curses from the earliest instance of the demon invasion, but as time went on, there are fewer and fewer marks about it. It's almost as if they forgot how to do it. If you've come under a demonic curse, the demon who did it must be very ancient indeed.
Anything in
she
there
didn't
about
seem
removing
ancient.
one?
She just seemed like a bitch.
Well, unfortunately, it seems that demonic curses, at least according to the few scattered stories that I have had access to, are typically only removed by the demon themselves.
God damn it.
And it has to be the same demon, not just another demon?
Well, every story in here has the same demon removing it, but of course you must take that with a grain of salt. It may be very well that these are simply stories, and the cyclical nature of the journey of the hero leads to the same villain recurring throughout.
We could try finding the demon and just knocking her over and keeping her from escaping.
Yes, how do we stop a demon from, like, shape-shifting away and teleporting away?
Same way we did last time, just shoot her a bunch of times.
Well, I'm afraid there's really nothing in here about stopping the demons. If we had known more about that, perhaps all of our settlements would not have been overtaken or abandoned, and would have more than our one simple haven from these things.
Fair enough.
Anybody else? Questions? Going once? Going twice?
Nope.
Does he know anything about simulacrums? Know anything about maintaining more than one at a time?
Well, simulacrum are more advanced versions of homunculi, created, of course, with a single target in mind. I'm afraid I don't have any experience with the creation or control of them, though. All of the stories that we have detailing artificial beings created in someone else's image tend to end poorly, though. So I would caution you about using such magic indiscriminately.
Duly noted. Smack Cyrus' butt.
I guess I have a question too.
Of course.
Is it possible to use animate objects to animate a doll?
Oh, well, what you're talking about is very similar to what your friend was asking about with homunculi. I don't know specifically what spells would be involved, but I suspect if you were able to speak with an expert in Teladra, they might be able to walk you through the process.
Okay. I was kind of playing with the idea of maybe animating a doll, having it have its own equipment, and then having it fight as a minion or something. I figure if it gets destroyed, then I could just always make another one, and it might be useful in combat. But if you don't know anything about it, that's okay. And she dismisses it.
Alrighty. Okay, so after you guys have had a chance to speak with the sage and relax, blow through the hottest hours of the day, you and your followers are ready to push on to Giacomo's. Were you going to leave anything in consideration for this guy's assistance? All of the help that he provided you?
Does he want help getting somewhere? Because this seems like an awful lonely place.
No, I still have to transcribe the rest of these tablets to parchment. I will most likely be here at least for a few more weeks.
Does he want a blowy while he works?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
All right.
I will leave him a moo milk.
He will gladly take your moo milk, and he will gladly take your BJ.
Indiscriminate cum slut is indiscriminate.
And I believe this is the first ant guy that you've blown, so you find out that he has ant people have rather unique phalluses. They have chitin plates over it to create a hardness that is actually quite remarkable and delightful.
Huh.
And their jizz is quite sugary as well, as one might expect from
Note
ants.
to self. Find hot ant food.
Indeed. Alright, so the party continues and pushes through the rest of the night. And finally makes it to Giacomo's caravanserai.
Thank you, God. What was that, like an entire week?
That was like half a week.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just have my daughters move into Sheeptown.
I tried
Well,
leaving my
we've
kids
got
somewhere,
our own
then
town
just
here.
everything went to shit.
Also, then all the male sheep guys will be super happy all the time.
Nubis! You thought you got away.
It's your Nubis boy toy.
Oh,
Finally.
boy.
That's my old token. I'm
Nah, it's
not
fine.
corrupted.
Actually,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Hazim's here.
We got your
I don't know any of these people. Yay!
Yeah, I've never really been here either.
High five, Naya.
Giacomo comes out to greet all of his new visitors and notices a small army behind you. His eyes bug out. He starts stammering, and his fingers start twitching as he does some quick mental calculations.
Do his eyes turn into gold coins?
Ching ching!
Boing.
Oh, yes. Hello. Yeah. Will everyone be needing a room for the night?
A handful of us will.
Oh, but I must insist. All of your companions must be housed. We can't just leave you out in the
Do
desert.
you have
How much is
enough
a room?
room for them all?
Oh well, of course we can accommodate. Some may have to share rooms, but 10 gems per person seems very reasonable.
Per person or per room?
Per person, of course. Unless you'll be needing one of our luxury suites, in which case I would be glad to rent those out to you as well.
How many people are with us at this point?
I could start counting my daughters.
I count my
Yeah.
daughter. There you go.
Yeah, go ahead and count all your daughters up there, Fen.
In the meantime, I'ma just slide over here to Alma.
Get yourself some Kel sloppy seconds.
Hey, Hyra, you want to get one of those luxury suites?
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
17, and I think I was pregnant already. So.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh
You
no.
guys spent 4
Oh, no.
days out on the travel, so you would have given birth to the 4 daughters initially, and then did you get knocked up at all during the journey?
I would have immediately had big O.
Alright, so go ahead and roll 4d4.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So 8 more daughters.
Alright, so that's 25 total.
I don't think Dannika, excuse me, was pregnant. So I think it is Hyra, Leira, always Miss Boom, and that is it because Naya has declined.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I
Wow.
got to hide from my fucking gnolls.
Maybe once I take care of this boob problem, I might reconsider the offer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just naming
Oh,
all
hey,
my
can
daughters after
Amalgam
Fitz
take care of my
characters.
boob problem?
Siri. Oh no, I already have Siri Lynn. Sandra Lynn.
Is there Annalyn in there?
Yep.
Alright. Caitlin? No, that's terrible.
Gianna Lynn.
Oh my god.
Speaking of it, how much longer do you think it will be before I actually have to give birth?
It
So
could
you guys
be right
have-
now.
78 followers plus all of Miss Boom's daughters.
Jesus Christ.
Nubises, mostly goblins, 4 sphinxes, actually 5 because the other one, so actually 79. A handful of civics.
I'm more than the third of that.
So you have how many kids? 25?
25 now.
I hope you're teaching them.
I'm
I'd
going
be
to
glad.
teach him how to run a train on Big O later tonight.
I'd be glad to instruct them in the ways of Mary, if you'd like.
If any are interested. I doubt it. Mary's kind of boring. She doesn't have a penis.
Yeah, she's the goddess of fertility and pregnancy.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're figuring out how to twist the truth.
So, who's going to foot the bill for all the camp followers?
I'll foot the
what's the bill again?
for all of my followers. So 250 for my daughters.
So it would be 790 gems for all of your various companions.
I'll pay a 350, which should cover all of mine.
350?
Yeah, so that leaves
I ain't giving you no 350.
like 400. No, wait, yeah, 400 for you guys to split. amongst the rest of y'all.
Dannika never got any cult dollars, so she doesn't have money for this. I mean, she has money, but like she kind of burnt a lot of it.
I have a crippling addiction to lactate. I need to.
Write it out for you then. Goddamn poor people. Minus 400. There we go.
I spent much of my money.
I foot the bill, so you're good. I foot the
Oh,
rest of
Redecto's
theirs.
so much cheaper
Ace
here.
Dogo.
Alright, and then I've also shared with you the updated Giacomo's Caravanserai. He also offers refreshments, custom rooms. He and Cerulean offer a number of keepsakes, little souvenirs from your stay, and their son/daughter, Azure, happens to be stopping by to resupply, and also has a number of materials available.
Hey, does Giacomo sell any transformatives?
Hummus and bimbo liquor.
Damn it.
Well, Azure sells them.
Not anymore, she doesn't. I already bought it.
Oh, blam!
Yoink.
Alright.
What if she has multiple?
No, Azure only has the one bimbo liquor.
How many of those do you have? You have 2 now?
I have 2.
We need
One
to
for
like
every
hit
member
you
of the
with a
party.
shatter spell.
Yes, this can't end well for anybody.
Oh man, Shatter would be such a. Well, does Shatter even do that in 5e?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Only if they're untended. If it's in your backpack, they're safe.
Aww.
Oh, go ahead and get some sweet gossamer.
Could I get the pitch on the all-natural self-stimulation belt?
I don't have COC open right now, so I can't get the pitch for you here.
I literally don't remember what it does.
Yeah.
Well,
give-
let's go to Smutasaur.
5 sweet gossamers.
You want to be a spider?
That thing, you don't remember what it does? Self-stimulation.
I didn't write it.
Who wrote Giacomo stuff?
I can't think of the guy's name offhand because it's been so long, but he was very particular about his stuff that he wrote, and even got like terms of service for his code put into the game and in the comments of the code.
Okay. Someone who appreciates both pleasure and the wonders of artifice. This naughty little piece of jewelry is designed to pleasure any woman at the push of a button. All you do is take this key, wind up the gearbox, then you press this button and enjoy yourself.
Okay, I'll buy it.
It's a fuck box.
I'll buy it and put it on Zyra.
What's a fuck belt?
Yep.
How many gods meat are there? How many sheep's milk?
You're buying from Azure?
Asher's Wandering Merchant, yes.
Yes. He has 2 Godsmead and he has 6 sheep milk.
I take them all.
Okay.
Let's see, Godsmead is 500 each, and sheep's milk is 350 each. So that's 1,000. Plus 350 is 2,100. There you go. I'm done.
I'm not going to institute this right now. I just wanted to float this by you guys, but I don't want to bring an encumbrance thing in here, but you guys are carrying like hundreds of potions, so I'm thinking what we might do in the future here is we might have you guys store all of your like army of potions in a secure location, like your stronghold, and just have a maximum of 10 potions that you carry around on your adventures at any given time, and then you can go back to your stronghold to resupply.
But I specifically, granted, I took a backpack, but I wrote it down as just like potion bandoliers.
I only carry 9 potions at a time anyway.
Yeah,
I have
but
a thing that doubles my carrying capacity, and my strength is literally superhuman.
Also, aren't potions just like shot glass sized in 5e?
well, it depends on the thing. But this is more to avoid situations like with that group fight where you guys were sitting around for literally 2 hours buffing by just passing out all your various things.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's most of them.
Don't blame me.
Every game Hedrah's in,
I
that
spent-
happens.
No, you
Yes.
spent the money. I understand, but like it's
Hedrah is a whore.
yes. So I'm just floating it by you here. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But be aware before you buy like 80 potions in a go that we might put an upper limit on
Yes.
how much you can carry around on your adventures.
I will be
It's
really
okay.
sad if we get limits, because then that means I can't just keep wasting potion slots on random potions that aren't useful at all in combat.
This will make moo milk infinitely more, or lactate infinitely more valuable, since it takes 1 potion and creates 4.
Well, here's the thing though, I won't be doing the whole throwing potions at people to drop them because apparently people can't stop giving me shit about it. So, fuck y'all, I'm gonna keep my boss for myself now. Good luck on your fucking stays, assholes.
Yes. All right.
While we're here, I'm going to approach Giacomo, and I'm gonna, lean down over him, and I'm gonna ask him, "Hey, you got a minute there, buddy?"
Yes. How can I help you?
I'll reach into one of my bags, and I'll pull out this vial with alpha in it. You know anything about this?
He takes a look at it, sniffs it. What is that?
Oh, it's just this little thing called alpha.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
think we carry any
wouldn't-
of those, no.
Are you sure?
Uh,
You know anyone around here who might?
Just a moment. Honey, do we have any alpha? Cerulean floats over to his side. No, I don't believe we do. Where did you acquire this?
I'm gonna roll a perception check, or is that an insight on them? I
Insight.
can't remember which one it is.
I too am rolling insight, which I have advantage on.
Okay, I want to make sure. Let's see these.
18.
Hyra is distracted by
Shit.
things.
It's okay,
Leira
the
is
goblin is
distracted by
paying
Hedrah.
attention.
Hyra's things. The goblin is paying attention to various dicks, but notices the succubus and her husband talking with the shark. It seems like they're being legit. They have no idea what this is.
Does anyone check the son? Daughter?
All right. Have you noticed anyone around here acting a little, funny recently? Or
Yeah.
anyone, merchants coming around selling some oddities more recently?
Funny. Well, I mean, I suppose we have that wolf fellow over there. He was gone for some time and came back a little changed. I don't know
Oh.
if he's quite the same. And well, I mean, more or less just the regulars. People come and people go.
Because I think you two have a problem you might not know about. You see, a while ago, we knocked over this Drider who was
Wow.
developing all these drugs and had all these plans to ship them out to all these different places. And they're extremely addictive and dangerous. And one of the places marked on his charts was your caravans, right?
Goodness. Oh, honey, do you think you could look into that for me? Oh, but of course. I'll just check everyone's dreams tonight.
Oh my.
That would be
Lillian
good.
floats off to rest up because she is going to be paying a lot of dreams a lot of attention.
Good.
I'm gonna go ask the Nubis boy if he knows where I can score some sweet drugs.
Yeah. What? Are you here because Mistress told you to come here? No, I swear I don't know anything about any of that.
Just tell me and I'll give you a hand job.
Oh,
Who am I getting a blowjob?
Oh, well, God, oof, I kind of wish I had some information for you, but I don't know. The Naga sells lots of things, maybe.
She's just gonna like take him right up to the edge, and then ask him if he's sure that he doesn't know anything.
Uh, I don't know. Everyone looks at me weird, but
Why do they look at you weird? Like, just completely forget about the blowjob and the interrogation for a minute.
Because I'm Anubis. Most people haven't seen one of me before.
Oh, okay. And then she'll get him off. You
As
said the
he
Naga might know?
is enjoying the afterglow, he mentions that Alma was asking him a ton of questions about Nubis society, so maybe she's who you're looking for. He doesn't know. He's going to kick back, relax, and enjoy. Bleh.
Miss Boom will come
So-
out and just wipe up the corner of her mouth there. Maybe pull out a little mirror and check, make sure her lips are still looking fuckable.
Now you're just spoiling my toys, Miss Boom.
I'm doing aggressive interrogation here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this one crotch at a time.
Alright. In the
Well,
meantime, Pip, what were you doing?
well, I'm going to see. Well, before all of they doing their stuff, I went straight to Alma to see if she was available.
You knock on her door. She asks you to wait just a moment, and she opens the door. You see she is wearing a rather revealing bathrobe hung loosely about her shoulders. Oh, I'm sorry. You just caught me as I was about to head to the sauna. Would you care to join me?
That would most. Wow, words. I would. What the
Yes.
hell
Is
is
that most
happening?
agreeable?
I can't English. No, it's.
Be delighted.
Yes. What the hell is wrong with my head today?
Too
I'm
much
guessing
drugs.
you need sleep. Or drugs.
No. Well, I would go with drugs, but. It's strange. It's only fucking like 10 past 1. Oh, wait. Well. No, it's 1.
Alright, so you're going to join Alma in the sauna then?
Yes.
Alright, as she gets in, the goblin who was in there takes her leave and goes out to the lobby and, or the central area. The smoking room settles down on a cushion and takes up a hookah pipe to speak with the centaur there.
Pony.
Alright.
Let's see how she's been doing on this time. It's been a while since we last saw.
Oh, I've been wonderful. You see, there's a great many things we still don't quite understand about the civilizations that we're literally living on top of. With the rediscovery of the Nubis civilization, we've been able to acquire a great many hints into what we've been missing out on after the demons swept through and destroyed many of the central depositories of information and learning. I've been interviewing your Gnoll friends, Nubis Boytoy, and he's been very forthcoming with some of his discoveries. I've even managed to penetrate the burned library a little ways to the north and done some rudimentary investigations there as well. It's really quite fascinating. They have an entire civilization just beneath our feet, and to the best of my knowledge, it's almost untouched by demonic interference. It poses quite a remarkable opportunity for us to study what things were like before the demons came.
Oh yeah, we're heading there.
Ah, well, if
We're
you're
actually heading there with a lot of escapees and or rather refugees and former slaves of the I was just think Anubis. I don't care if the guys help out with the names. We have Anubis.
Sphinxes,
Civic, goblins, and sphinxes.
Goblins.
including an ancient Sphinx princess from before the demons came. You might be interested in.
Yes, and that.
Ah, well, if you're headed there, please let me present you with some of the maps that I've made. I'll make a copy. You see, the Nubis prize their privacy, and they've taken care to set up any number of traps in the entrance to the library. I've done my best to navigate them and made small markings, but I believe if you follow my maps, you'll be able to get through without setting any of them off.
Right, thank you, thank you.
Oh, but of course. But please, enough about me. What have you been up to?
Well, I regale her with the tale of absolutely everything we have done since.
Okay, you will be talking to her for quite a little while. So, while they are doing that, Hyra, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go talk to Hazim here. It's been a while. Also has some of my
Alright.
stuff.
He is nursing a very large drink. He looks like he's been in his cups for quite some time.
Well, hey, old friend. What's up?
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't remember if I had a chance to really thank you for everything you did for me back there, but really appreciate you coming back for me and getting me free from the clutches of that monster.
Oh, no problem. It's what heroes do. Here, we'll give Leira a wink.
I suppose it'd be too much to ask that you happen to have that beast's head on you so I can spit right in his dead eye.
No, not as such. We barely got away from him ourselves. I thought you were gonna come back with some demon hunters or something.
Yeah, that was the plan, but once I got out of the forest, I don't know what happened. All the fight's gone out of me. I don't think I can do it anymore.
Really?
What kind of quitter talk is that? Come on. Don't you have some rip-roaring tale of revenge to go spin yourself?
He looks at you, and you can see in his eyes he's got a haunted, distant glance. You know, I can still hear his voice in my head. Every goddamn day, he's whispering to me.
We really should have killed him.
Yeah. Hero will sort of look at Leira. See if she's gonna get a response out of that.
Shrug.
Out of character, can't you mentally communicate with Akbal still?
Yeah,
Alright, because it's been a while since we touched on that plot line, but
it is.
as far as I
I've
know,
been
he's still
respectfully
your buddy.
not touching it,
Ha.
as it is a sensitive topic for everybody.
Well,
Not as sensitive as Kel's cockhead.
nice.
I'm a classy gentleman.
So, Hyra will sort of nod as he's speaking and say, well, I mean, I don't have much experience getting taken over by demons, but is just trying to drown him out when your cup's working out for you there?
Well, when I pass out, can't hear his voice anymore, so yeah. I
When
guess
does he
it's
speak to you?
kinda working for me. He glances over at you, Leira, looks at you a little oddly. Yeah. I don't know. Just it's always there. Just
What does it
always
say?
telling me to go back into the forest.
Oh.
Submit.
Oh.
Hey, out of character, what's your name? Your name. Yeah. Adjatha.
Yes.
Yes. Can I try to teach him like my not part of my ability not to be psychically invaded, just so you know he can block out Akbar at least, or just Akbar?
Possibly if any of the party members share this piece of information with you, but for the time being, you are speaking with Alma in the sauna.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, seeing him there makes Hyra incredibly sad, so I think she's gonna order a drink and, if nothing else, just try and catch up with the guy, see what's been keeping him around. Maybe ask if he's seen any weirdos around here with drugs. You know, any
I
suspicious figures.
Look at you.
Hey,
Make an-
look, I
make
may
an
be a
insight
junkie, but I'm only a junkie with not horribly harmful drugs. Shut up.
You can quit anytime you want.
Yeah. It's not technically addictive. Technically.
You just really like how it feels.
Yeah. Like masturbating or drinking.
What?
Yeah, drinking.
Drinking cum. Loads and loads of cum. Would you like some?
Hyra can make her own, thank you.
You know, I heard that creature out there wasn't actually a demon after all.
He looks back at you. Yeah, well, doesn't really make a difference to me. He's my own inner demon now.
The sads.
Hyra, make a insight check when you mention drugs.
Oh boy.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
Oh man, is it him? Oh no.
And I figured it was going to be him to begin with. But him or the goblin.
Kind of figured it would be the Naga, actually, Azure.
You mention that,
Naga,
and
please.
he sort of shrugs it off. He doesn't really respond one way or the other.
Hmm.
I think I'm nearby. Can I make an inside check?
If you're listening in on the conversation, sure. You get the impression that he knows more than what he's trying to convey.
Okay. I won't pursue him on it or anything.
Well, here's too ignorant to notice anything, so
I guess I'm there and paying attention, so insight goblin attack.
13. So,
Nope, I have advantage. I'm a goblin.
yeah, but rather than the entire party of 6 people all making insight checks until someone gets it, we're going to say that after the first person, you start getting disadvantage on your checks. Because otherwise, everyone just sees what you rolled, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I can make this.
All right,
this
so
is
from
why
now on, we need to spend
I'm
2
with
minutes
Edge on this
figuring
one.
out who
I'm
has
with
the
Edge.
best.
That's why I didn't roll.
We have to figure out who has the best roll before anyone rolls for this stuff.
see, I thought we were going with the Adge rolls inside for us, and that way we don't know.
We can do that also.
That's,
Yeah, let's maybe do that.
Alright.
I
Anywho,
just rolled
you
'cause
also
said
get the impression that he knows more about it than what he's letting on, but nothing further than that. In the meantime, Naya, what are you up to?
I've never really been here before, so
Well, Giacomo gives you the quick tour of everything. Indicates the common room here, where you could get food, refreshments. You can lounge, relax, strike up conversations, share stories, all that stuff. The private rooms off to the side for conversation and a little bit more. He wiggles his bushy eyebrows. The kitchen over yonder, if you would care for some food, he can prepare something for you and bring it out while you are relaxing. The smoking room over yonder in the courtyard. There's also a sauna. They have stables for any horses or horse-bodied companions you may have. And of course, the rooms upstairs, as well as in the rest of the caravanserai for rest, relaxation, and whatever else you may choose.
I guess I'll just sit here and have some food.
All right, he prepares some food for you in the kitchen and brings it out on a silver serving tray. It's 5 gems.
Sure. Here you go.
He thanks you kindly and asks if you would like something a little sweeter to go with your food. A wine, perhaps, or something else?
Just basic water is fine.
Ah, well, of course, water is at something of a premium.
Basic
So,
drink like juice.
well, he has plenty of ice cold milk if you'd like that.
Sure, that works.
He brings you back a tall glass of milk. It has a slightly bluish tint. He assures you that it is a local specialty.
From your blue friend.
Ha 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 ha. A wonderful joke, of course. No, he would never share his wife's milk. That's a pleasure of the family.
Gotcha.
Yeah, jeez. So
Sniff
crude.
it and take a sip.
It's cool and refreshing and delicious.
and only probably came out of Cerulean's deck.
It, probably just came out of her dick instead of her nipples. It's fun.
That's what Savin said.
No. I'm retarded. And sleep deprived. But mostly retarded.
Mm.
Then I shall eat and drink. to relax.
All right. While you're doing that, he's also going to give you the pitch on some of the specialty rooms. He mentions that they have rooms available to only the finest of clientele. These are decorated with all the contrivances that you might expect from a professional establishment such as theirs, and has nothing but the best of service available for you. Of course, you have a great many friends and companions traveling with you, but someone of your exalted status deserves to treat herself just a little bit better.
Treat yourself.
No, just the basic room will be fine.
Okay. All right, and Whateverkun, what do you got going on?
Just sitting
Well-
there humming for yourself, okay?
Other than my shopping, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna relax around here this time.
Okie dokie. Relaxing, kicking back, enjoying. Leira, you are commiserating with Hazim. Anything else?
Oh, no, I shouldn't. That would be a terrible thing to do. I won't do that. I don't really have much of anything to do.
Alrighty.
I have something I'd like to do, but
Let's
it has
go.
to wait for nightfall.
Okay. Waiting for nightfall.
Think all I'm gonna do is eventually Hero will snake one of those big, lush little gnoll feet over there under the table, up a leg, and invitingly say that maybe since we couldn't help you with the demon, permanently, we can at least give you something to take your mind off it. Rub.
He slams his drink on the table so hard that most of it ends up splashing out, stands straight up, and without a word, silently goes upstairs to his room.
Doop. Boop.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, you got blown off real hard. Speaking of getting blown off, though,
Yeah.
hey, hi.
Hold on.
Once,
Hold on. Before anyone gets blown since that happened, now I'm all blue balled.
That was
Hey,
fast.
slut. Long time no see. Just gonna get
Sorry, what?
dragged up here.
What? What's going on? What?
So, I'm gonna follow you guys
Okay.
with just one of my random 1,000 hentai magazines and some
Okay.
spell components.
Okay.
You guys mind if I record this?
What?
Sure.
I'm making pornography.
Oh, it's that thing. It's that illusion book thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
Hero will pull down
Hyra.
her tanuki mask
You
to
want to be
cover
in
her
a,
face.
you want to be in a hentai mag?
Sure.
Oh,
Just
hang on.
take the
I got
cast.
something that's there for this. Hang on a second. One of those followers that we have following around with us is a shark girl I picked up in in the fetish cult city, and I took her as one of my wives. Hey, Hyra, you want to have a threesome?
I think it's a foursome now. She'll
Oh, boy.
slap Anubis
Have
on
a
the ass.
threesome. Come on,
Let's
go and
go.
play.
I'm recording. There
Giacomo notices the overtures of what is beginning, scurries up, and wringing his hands. Oh, no, no, no. I insist. For something like this, you absolutely, positively must take one of our finest rooms. We wouldn't want the
Yeah,
wrong
sure.
impression to get out.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, okay.
a mere 150 gems.
150 for a room?
These are very special rooms. We have ones acclimated to people such as yourself who have remarkable talents of physical strength. We've also got a private massage parlor with massage stones that activate themselves.
Just the
Uh,
one
which,
whose bread doesn't break when we use it.
uh, but we
And
have lounges that inspire dreams of fantastical victories. Surely you'd like something like that.
Oh, I can cast that spell.
yeah, sure. Hey, Miss
Ah,
Boom, since you're
wonderful.
recording, you're paying.
What?
You're recording, you're paying.
I'm already paying like 25 gems just to fucking spell this shit down. I'll go
And
halvesies.
I'll pitch in 20.
A mere 150 gems would be fine. We've got 20 from you, and your goblin and shark friend, of course, have the remainder.
I threw in 50.
Sure.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. There you have it. That just leaves another 80 for you, my blue friend.
Fine.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let me take you straight there then. He escorts you to the Dreaming Lounge, and you round up all your various slaves and camp followers that you are interested in adding to Miss Boom's program delusion, and
Boy.
proceed. Giacomo leaves a polite note that if you'd like to make copies of that, he would be glad to have his daughter sell it while she's traveling out and about.
I think I can only cast. I think I only have a couple of that spell slot. Level 6. So assuming I use my full load here, I can make 3 tonight.
Make 3 illusions in your book?
Yeah. Alright, so
How long are these illusions?
let's see. 3 hentai magazine. I think it says in the spell description.
Is it a GIF or is it an actual, like, episode?
It's programmed illusion, so I'm pretty sure it's an episode. How the illusion behaves, it can last up to 5 minutes. So each of these is 5 minutes.
Alright, it's like
It's a
one of those.
short.
Yeah, it's
5 minutes
scene.
of
It's a
Hyra,
scene.
Leira, and Nubis Boy Toy.
And Shark Girl.
There's another Shark Girl?
Yes.
There's a shark girl.
Okay. And Shark Girl.
Fearsome foursome.
Yes.
Hollow porn.
Fearsome foursome.
I call it hollow porn. I'll sell them to you
Hollow,
for
because the
100 gems
illusions
each.
are empty. You can put your hand right through them. Alright, you guys are taking care of that. In the meantime, Pip, after you are finished regaling Alma, she scoots a little bit closer, lets her robe fall away, and leans in very closely to you.
Yes, I'm not opposed to this.
Alright, she is a tiger girl, so she is fairly large, and Pip is a full-grown Pip now, because you are in silly, doofy, tentacle dog version, so the two of you are more or less on equal terms, and you take care of a little bit of business in and around the sauna. In the meantime, Dannika and Naya, you're left to your own devices. Just gonna turn in for the night.
Yes.
All right, fade to black. Whoop. And the morning comes. Everyone experienced incredibly vivid wet dreams all throughout the night, and you recall the faint blue smile of the cerulean succubus featuring prominently in all of these dreams. The Goblin, Shark, and Gnoll all stayed in the Dreaming Lounge, so for the next 3 days you have advantage on your Charisma saving throws.
Whoa.
Oh, that's good. That's one of my bad ones.
That's a save that comes up once every 5 or 6 sessions.
But that's for 3 days, though, so that might actually happen.
There's a question.
Yes.
What's your name again? Adjatha. She'd be tall, Pippi medium, so he's full-sized kid. You're making sure everything is going ham. Oh, well, that he's going ham on her, so... Oh, sweet boots.
Well, Pip has 100% virility, so she is knocked up.
Foot.
Boot.
Well, she's not gonna leave there unsatisfied, so...
Indeed. Alright, and Leira, you rolled very high, so yes, your shark girl is also knocked up.
Yay!
Alright, and everyone comes down for breakfast and catching up. Pip shares that Alma has a variety of maps that she took of the burned library and the tunnels leading to the Nubis settlements that she is making copies of for you guys. And you share, presumably, more or less what you were planning on sharing there.
So was Giacomo
Sweet.
gonna buy my books?
Well, of course, he's got to take a look at the goods first.
All right.
So, Hyra and Leira, make performance checks.
Oh boy.
Well, we'll do a
Fuck it up.
skill challenge here. So, performance first.
Me.
All right, both of you put admirable performance in it. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check to see just how versatile you were in the bedroom.
Let me show you this thigh technique I like.
Hyra had a particularly wonderful scene where she managed to get her legs behind her head, which you really wouldn't expect for someone with tits that large and a belly that big, but
They compress.
nevertheless. Yeah, a little bit. And then finally make a constitution check to see just how long you could last. See whether Miss Boom recorded everything or if she had to take a number of little still shots. And indeed, she got everything. You guys were a little too excited about the whole affair and ended up bursting fairly quickly.
Excellent.
Can we make secondary constitution checks to move into round 2? Because, you know,
I have advantage on those ones.
can't leave the audience disappointed and thinking we're quick shots.
Well, Miss Boom, you had 3 uses of the spell. Were you making 3 different things, or
When the
3
first
copies
one
of the
came
same
out
one?
fine, I would just copy that.
Okay. So you guys can take care of whatever else you need to take care of, but as far as the hentai magazine that she's creating, it
That was
involves you guys busting your loads pretty quickly. But, you know, straight to the shot, straight to the point, money shot, all that.
I only had 5 minutes that I could cram into a book, so you guys going off early is advantageous.
Indeed.
Me.
You guys have never been recorded for something like this before.
If you want to commission like 3 hours of you guys fucking, then yeah, I guess I could like bind each one to a page, and we could film it over a couple weeks. But I'm gonna need some reimbursement if we're doing that.
Aren't you the one
What the
selling the shit?
Well,
Yeah, but
speaking
every-
of, the copies that you show Giacomo are, he is very pleased by, and will gladly buy whatever you have there, so that his daughter can sell them to strangers.
all right. How much did I say I was gonna charge for those?
I don't know.
Okay, 200 gold each, or 200 gems each.
200 gems. All right. You will hand over the 200 gems. Go over to his daughter.
I'm only gonna sell
And-
2, so I still have the original, so I can keep copying.
And
And before we
instructs her
become
to sell them
very
for like
recognizable.
2,000 gems each.
Probably. Let's let Edge finish. Where's that at the end?
What's that?
Was there more when he took it over to his son? It seemed like you got interrupted by me and others.
Oh, he whispers back and forth, seemingly discussing a price before putting them into his daughter's hands and coming back with a big, oily smile.
Yeah, he's making out like a fat rat on these. Got to raise the price next time. It's okay. I only sold him 2. I kept the 3rd for myself to make copies. And I bet he doesn't know this spell to make his own copies.
All right. Illusory hentai adventures featuring Hyra and Leira.
Lewd.
Available for a limited time only.
That's why I make
Collector's
more of
man.
them tomorrow.
edition.
Actually, Hero will skip over to Giacomo there and suggest that maybe we should get those autographed by the cast, because you know that's going to make an even bigger profit. Wink.
Slut.
Oh, but of course, by all means. He offers you a pen to sign the copies.
Hero will gleefully sign.
I will also sign.
This is going to get real awkward when Azure travels down to Gnoll camp.
Let's see. Hero will sign her name as Zira.
God damn it.
The perfect code. No one will ever know.
Oh, jeez. Just the
I will also
worst.
get my shark girl to sign it. Because why not?
Autographs for everyone.
You guys
Except for
realize
poor
you're just
toy.
like handing Giacomo extra profit and not getting anything back for it, right?
For doing literally nothing, sure.
You could have made gems there.
I don't care. I'm rich, motherfucker.
But you could be richer.
By an insignificant amount.
What's the point of having money if you're not using it to make more money?
Rolling around in it like a dragon?
What's a dragon?
Hero'll just like facepalm. Never mind.
Sure. There's like something that died out forever ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, besides, if I make a shit ton of money, then I can just dump it all on my daughter and then go adventuring and not have to worry about it. Don't need to make more money. What?
Nothing. I'm just amused. Out of characterly.
Meh.
I guess a goblin wouldn't understand taking care of her own children.
Excuse me?
Sure, I'll just give you a little playful raspberry and skip off.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
So, once the party's reconvened, she'll rub her hands together and say, "So, did anyone find out anything about the whole drug situation?"
Let's talk to Giacomo and Cerulean about it.
Oh, yes,
See
that's
if
right.
she's
We're gonna
found
get
anything out.
some dream investigator going on. Hyra will poke Cerulean and ask what she found.
Well, I regret to inform you that there were several people whose dreams I could not enter. Perhaps it is one of these people who is distributing whatever these drugs are that you're so concerned about.
Who couldn't you enter?
Unfortunately, I don't know. If I could
Oh.
enter their dreams, I would know who they are. All I see are bubbles of fantasy.
Could you see
But-
any of the fantasy itself?
But if you know,
No, it's like a bubble of lead.
Hmm.
but if you know who you did enter the dreams of, which person in the caravanserai didn't you enter?
Well, I could not enter the dreams of your small Corgi friend. I could not enter the dreams of the wolf fellow that you were speaking with. I could not enter the dreams of any of your sphinxes. And I could not enter the dreams of the lizard boy who wanders around here from time to time.
Well,
Ding, ding, ding,
the
ding,
sphinxes
ding.
are alright. They just got here. And Hazim's pretty alright, so I'm guessing it must be
It
the
must
lizard.
be Pip.
You're right, of course. Pip is a master drug dealer. Out of character. I mean,
So-
this is Hedrah we're talking about.
I'd like to point
Wrong
out
game.
that I'm the one carrying all the drugs.
I think all of us are carrying a shitload of drugs.
I have a fuckload of
No.
drugs.
So,
I guess
I have 0 drugs.
not to throw accusations here, but in a previous campaign that I ran years ago, the party was investigating a drug cartel, and by the time they finally got around to the conclusion, they found, yes, it was one of the other players in their party that had created this whole drug circle and had brought it nationwide and was stymieing their efforts to discover the source every step of the way.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
amazing.
over in Savin, where Hedrah is the kingpin of the cocaine trade. But no, I'm sure it's not Pip.
I'm carrying a lot of shit ton of drugs and shit like that. The only distribution I've been was to you guys, but I have to find a new market now.
So yeah,
Personally, I think we should just let sleeping dogs lie, and maybe someone interesting will take over.
Suspicious.
everyone just squints at Dannika.
Fry squint.
Intensifies.
Alright.
I mean, as long as no one's getting hurt, I mean, what's wrong with them?
They're horribly addictive,
Well,
and we saw what happened at the bazaar.
They are getting hurt, so
Yeah.
Technically, but they did it to themselves.
But then it affects the lives of those around them.
just standing
Again, pointing
on
to
the table.
bizarre.
Let's go. Standing right next to Dannika, face next to them and just fry squinting.
Okay, well, Hazim, from what I saw, Hazim seemed like he did know something.
What? I mean, he was acting kind of weird last night when he didn't want me to suck his dick, but I mean,
I'd probably ask him about it. He probably knows a bit. Maybe the Lizen too.
yeah.
He did not leave his room for breakfast this morning.
Uh
He's dead.
oh.
Sounds like somebody went back to the woods.
I will go upstairs and knock on his door.
There is no response.
I knock harder.
Still no response.
Giacomo,
Open the door, get on the floor.
need you to open the door for me. I think Kazim's in trouble.
Or dead.
He comes over with a skeleton key, opens the door, and you find Hazim on the floor, surrounded by a number of crushed black leaves,
Oh God.
each of which is radiating a small mist that makes the air whirl with strange, unseen eddies.
I
Oh,
pull
God.
a cloth around my face and run in and try and drag him out. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
You drag him out. He has a large number of the crushed leaves in his mouth as well.
Who knows Mage Hand?
That's fucked up.
Mage hand.
I only know
Mage
mage hand
hand.
jobs.
Sure, whatever. Just after
Mage
that, come
hand
on, Miss
over here.
Boom.
Okay. I will give him a mage hand job in the mouth.
In the mouth. So you
Fist
jerk
his
off
mouth.
his tongue. That's weird.
There we go.
Alright, you pull the leaves from his mouth and you easily identify them as being coyote. One
I
of
have a
the
bunch of that
Alright.
stuff.
Is he
Drug.
alive?
He has shallow breathing, but his eyes are unfocused and his pupils are dilated. They are moving wildly and randomly as if he's deep in a REM sleep.
Well, there's only one thing I can do for him in this state, which is to hit up on Lactaid
Blowjob.
and let him nurse, which will give him healing, which I don't know if that'll help, but it's all I got, so I'm gonna do it.
And it looks like I doubt he's the one who actually like sells the stuff. He's trying to end himself. So we got to find the actual
Well,
source.
Question.
I'm thinking the Lizen.
Can I sniff it out?
These are mostly natural drugs, so they do not radiate magic. In terms of
Yeah.
sniffing, like using your actual sniff, they are extremely odious, and attempting to sniff them puts you in danger of suffering the effect of the drug itself.
Yeah, but I can smell the stuff since they're used, so if it's that potent, it would probably give off some faint sense if they're sealed away by somebody else.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I shall try my best. It is one of my absolute best skills.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Get out of
Oh,
here,
that's
Yoda.
actually not shit.
All right, Pip sniffs around, gets the bearing on the various unusual smells throughout the caravanserai, manages to black out all of the smell of drugs that you guys happen to be carrying, and uses a sample of the coyote that he has on him to help trace it around. Sniffs here and there, and there is indeed a strong scent of coyote from Hazim's room, leading out into the smoking room, leading out into the courtyard, and leading out through the northern exit into the external mezzanine. From there, the smell gets a little lost, but it seems to circle back around. Unfortunately, you lose the path of the scent when you reach the front of the building.
Where's that Lizen?
He was indoors, but as you are outside exploring with Pip, you notice that Bailey, the centaur, is in one of the cells here, and the Lizen is with her. He's whispering something to her, but as soon as they catch sight of you, both of them act perfectly natural. Bailey steps back into the stall, excuses herself because the lady needs privacy, and sort of scoots Fitch out. He discreetly excuses himself back to the main chamber.
Pip should probably sniff him before we go on.
Pip, make a perception
Oh,
check.
yes. Okay.
Fitch
Okay,
is
sure.
coated in any number of extremely powerful perfumes and scents to mask one thing or another, but your finely honed sense of smell pierces through all of that, and you do detect the scent of coyote on him.
Well, what do you smell?
Hey, dog, get out of here! Don't be sniffing me, unless
I don't know.
you know you're gonna turn this into something a little more. Your nose is making me a little uncomfortable.
I think Pip's found something interesting on you. Why don't you just step over here for a minute there, buddy?
Whoa, hey, settle down there. What's your problem? I'm just minding my own business here.
Are you? We found some very disturbing things in the caravanserai this morning, and we've been tracking it down all morning.
Hey, that's fine. That's great, but that's your business. That's not mine.
Pip, what did you find?
We want in on your cut.
Hey,
Mentioning the fact that he's
demon girl. I don't know what you're
carrying
talking
some.
about.
Mentioning the fact that he has some coyote on him.
Oh. I'm gonna take out Thrash and start, tapping it in my hand. Clothes off now.
Whoa, hey, it's a little strong. You're great. I really like the tail. It's a fantastic feature, but I'm
Nah.
not into you that way.
Let me put this straight for you. You're going to empty your pockets, and we're going to see what comes out of them. And if we find any drugs, someone's going to get a beating.
Whoa! Settle down. Hey, Giacomo, you gonna deal with this? Old man, get over here. You got crazy sharks just threatening me here. He steps up. What is going on here?
Pip's been tracking the smell of the coyote all morning, and it's coming from, and this guy's got at least some of it on him.
Well, of course, we don't want people to be selling things in caravanserai, especially if my wife and I aren't getting a cut. Do as she says. Empty your pockets out. The Lizen looks back and forth, sees that he is completely cornered, and starts emptying his pockets out one by one. He's got any number of strange, bauble, and unusual items most of which look like they were probably purloined from Taladra or the Bizarre Bazaar or nearby ruins. But by the time that he's completely emptied everything out and stripped all of his clothing off, there is no trace of any drugs on him.
I'd like to make an insight check to see if he was doing any, like, or would it be perception to check for sleight of hand?
Put your hand up his ass.
Yes.
Be perception, I think.
Perception.
Would one of you guys with amazing perception do the roll then? Because I don't want to put us in the same situation as
I
this.
got advantage, so it's that.
I have advantage with a +2.
It was 16.
I also have a +2, but no advantage.
All right, you
Seriously,
carefully survey him as he's emptying everything out, but you get the impression that he did clear everything. And just to be sure, you grab his clothing and search for any hidden pockets, pat it down, but ultimately seem to find nothing.
Still smells of it. You were just talking to the centaur just a minute ago.
Well, I mean, and everybody smells that stuff. You drag that guy out of his room, the whole place reeks of it, right? It's terrible. It's a terrible smell. You guys.
Yeah,
you
well,
guys
our
should feel
dog
bad.
is a very-
not I, though.
Pip is a very, very good nose. Man, what if we just had a nice little conversation with the centaur you were just talking with? We wouldn't find any with her, would we?
Hey, whoa. That's her business. You know, if she's got any illicit materials, you know, that's on her. That's not me.
It would be if we question her and we find out that you were the one who sold it to her.
Oh, what is
And
this?
what hap-
You're gonna just throw friggin' accusations on me? Is this because she's got tits and I don't? Is this some kind of like femdom friggin' friggin' dictatorship? What's going on here? Just because I got a dangle between my legs here? You got a tail? Come on, be on my side. It's, just because she's centaur
it's
doesn't make her above questioning.
Well, it's mostly because we couldn't enter your mind last night.
Oh well, I mean that's nothing, right? That's a little trick that I picked up, right? Because you may or may not know this, but Blizzens are very strong and proud people, and demons. We don't trust demons none. We learn little techniques to keep them out of us. And I mean, no offense to you, Miss, but I like staying here, but this guy's wife is a demon. She just goes into your dreams whenever you want. It makes me a little uncomfortable. So if I take a little special effort to protect myself.
So you're saying that Giacomo's wife is an untrustworthy demon? That's
Whoa, way, no way! I didn't say anything like that.
that's
you're
also very suspicious
Oh,
and
you're
very hostile
putting
towards.
words in my mouth now. Hey, that's not cool. That's not fair.
Can I just wander off and find the chick that wandered off?
The centaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in her stall.
Party's got the rest of this well in hand. Oh, I guess you have to go to the stall from outside.
Just holler if you need backup.
I'll let you guys finish that up before I start interrupting too hard then.
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
it'd be nice if you...
That you didn't. You're a strong, proud people that don't trust demons, and you don't trust her apparently because just because he does it.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what about the demon you got traveling with you, right? You got this chick right here. What? I mean, just because I don't walk around with a bunch of demons all over the place doesn't mean I'm gonna assume that our good hostess is gonna be doing all kinds of evil stuff. It's just basic protections.
I'm just an elf.
Well,
So you're saying that just because she looks like a demon, she is one? This is actually just what she looks like. She isn't corrupted.
Hey, whoa, that's
So what you're saying is that just because they look a specific way, they has to be evil and demonic? Is that what you're saying?
look, left to me, I mean, women in general kind of put me ill at ease. The demonic aura may well have just been her general whole femininity kind of thing going on there. You know, that's on me, I guess. So I apologize, miss. I did not mean to impugn your vagina. But
Didn't
whatever.
that centaur over there have a vagina?
Well, hey, you know that I was just friendly
You
conversation.
were being real
right?
chummy with her.
Friendly conversation. That's my business. That's not your business. Maybe I got a thing for girls with 4 legs here, huh?
But she has a femininity, remember?
Yeah,
So
well, it's
it's
all the
not
way
your
back
thing,
there,
really.
so I don't worry about it, right?
Now, so what you're saying is that
Seems
you're
to have a
innocent, and that we
very,
got this wrong. You wouldn't mind though if we, check your room or anything, right?
Hey,
We
you know
wouldn't.
that's my room, but you know what? This is our good host's establishment, and if it will put your mind at ease, and
oh, now he's a good host.
if this will be the end of everything, I will take you up to my room and you can search every single inch of it. But you know, I want your promise that that's going to be the end of this. That you're going to search the room, and then I'm free to go, and you're not going to be throwing accusations and tossing, you know, your weird demon-looking nonsense in my biz anymore.
Nice. I just find it funny that suddenly Giacomo is a good host when he has a demon wife and she's the co-owner. My, that sounds awfully backpedaling and hypocritical. I'm a very strong and proud listen.
Oh there, guy. Come on, give me a break. Don't be busting my chops all over the place. Just let's be done with this. How's that?
How about a different deal?
Ah, jeez.
We could always have our goblin over here cast a spell on you. If you let it go through, you can prove your innocence because it'll just do a certain something. Now we'll prove your innocence.
Hey, listen. If I'm not gonna trust demon-looking, self-proclaimed elves to question me, I'm certainly not gonna trust a friggin' goblin to be casting all kinds of crazy-ass spells on me. You have any idea what those goblins can do to you? Friggin' whole lot of them. Bunch of crazy monsters. I bet you've never seen a goblin man, huh? Right? You know what they do to them? Yeah, no one knows. Right? Yeah. Suspicious.
They fuck them 24/7.
It's suspicious is what I'm saying, because we never see them. You'd think if they were going 24/7, they'd take them with them, right?
You also
Yeah.
don't see any shark men.
Man, if I was there, I would have just dominated this guy on the spot.
Yeah.
Have him licking my fucking feet.
Are you
While
sure we can't
cheerfully
just go and
admitting
get
his
our goblin
wrongdoings.
friend and just, have a nice conversation with her? I'm sure you'd like her.
Yeah, well, I tell you what. You show me a goblin I'd like, and I will show you a friggin' desert where you can just, you know, drink up all the sand. It's a delicious treat.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I feel like we're not saying the right keywords over here.
Oh.
Oh, see, that's my problem, because I got a secret code. The keywords here are, you're free to go. I apologize to you, Mr. Fitch. I did not mean to accuse you of some kind of terrible crime. There you go.
Yo.
There's your magic passphrase. Go ahead and toss that my way.
What's the name of the Drider again? Did we catch his name? Or no? Foreman? Okay.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
So I'm just gonna say, just so you know, we have Foreman.
We also have the Tanuki girl who likes to strip you to all this stuff.
Didn't we turn her loose?
No.
Listen, I don't know nothing about a Tanuki. I don't know about any Vormans. If you ask me, it kind of sounds like something that's probably not even allowed, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just, I'm a private businessman. I attend to my own affairs. I've got personal connections with good friends, and frankly, I don't consider any of you guys maybe to be on that list. But hey, you want to start again and be nice to poor old Fitch. I wouldn't mind starting again, making a fresh start of it. What do you say? We could sit down, have a nice little breakfast, and you guys could find out a little bit more about me. I could find out about you, and then you guys could just fuck off and not come back because old Fitch don't need more friends. How's that?
How about, yeah, let's have some breakfast. You'll tell us about your day. Let's find out about you. And
I like this guy.
how about you show us some of the stuff you trade? If you're a
Okay.
businessman, what do you got? What do you got
Well,
here?
If you'll permit me a moment to put my clothing back on and retrieve all of my personal effects that you have so carelessly thrown onto the ground, I would be glad to show you a little bit about myself.
Are any of those personal
that good?
effects magic, Pip?
Yes, several of the trinkets radiate magic.
Anything
Yes.
that can like hold any kind of magic that might be able to, I don't know, hold anything in it, like a
Bag of holding of some sort,
yeah,
or sleeping compartment.
yeah.
Start rooting around in his belongings, and he protests quite loudly. Giacomo steps in. I mean, have you actually found anything? I understand this is a very serious issue, but I really don't want you harassing, good customers if they're innocent.
Well, this good customer thinks your wife is just a dirty demon, so I don't consider that to be good.
Well, I wouldn't call her dirty, but
We also
if
just
you ask
we also
nicely,
just
she can be quite naughty.
we also just dumped
Yeah.
like over 1,000 gems into this guy's lap in one night.
That might be why we're getting
Maybe.
away with so much right now.
Possibly.
Also because
When
we're
are
rooting
we-
out people making money under his nose.
When are we interviewing this centaur?
Yeah, this might be a good
I'm
time
interviewing
to.
her right now,
Yeah.
canonically,
Just,
there's
just
only
so you
one
guys
DM,
know,
so I'm
this
waiting
has
my
been
turn.
stalling. This
Yeah.
has been stalling, so
If you guys want to pause, I'll start on the centaur.
Yeah.
Please.
Alright,
yeah.
uh, Naya and Hyra, are you gonna join Miss Boom for the Centaur interview, or are you gonna hang
Yeah,
out?
I'll go to the centaur.
How's
I ducked out early so I could get this bitch to myself for a little bit.
How's
All right,
Kazim
Naya,
doing?
come along a little bit later.
Give me at least like a few words with her alone, and then everyone else can show up.
What's that, Savin?
How's Kazim doing? Or Kazim, whatever the fuck his name is. Is he
Kazim.
still like completely out of it? Does he look like he's gonna survive?
Looks like he'll survive, but he is in a coma-like dream state.
Could Naya cure anything on him, like poisoning or disease, or would this count as the poison in his system?
I don't know. Now you're gonna step in.
How's that? Does that work?
You
What?
step in and try to
Cleansing
use
touch.
cleansing touch. Unfortunately, you overdosed on a drug. It is not a spell effect.
Pretty sure as a paladin you can do something about
And
poisons.
one spell.
Yeah, you can blow
Lay on
5
hands to
points from lay on hands to neutralize
it.
a poison.
To cure and neutralize multiple poisons on a single use of lay on hands.
Well, it's kind of like a poison. how many times you're going to use Lay on Hands. Seems like he gets just the faintest bit better every time you use it.
Blow it all. Third?
Oh, I forgot I was on push to talk for a second. If he's getting better, then I will continue to use Lay on Hands until he's like up and awake, or until I run out of Lay on Hands. Now I've got 70 points of Lay on Hands, so divide that by 5.
So 35 uses, huh? All right. After you blow through, 60 points of your Lay on Hands, you have Hazim in a state where he is semi-aware of what's going on. His eyes lock onto yours, and his pupils actually start to focus a little bit.
You all right, buddy?
Just let me slip away into dreams. I can't hear him there.
Is that what that's all about?
It's Akbal, not a demon we fought. It gets in your mind.
One of Mary's children?
Here will nod.
Look, buddy, you could have almost died with all that stuff you took. Send everyone here into quite a scare.
Yeah, well, if I'm a demon hunter who can't hunt demons, what good am I?
Tell you what. Come with us for a little while. I will try and teach you the path that I am on as a servant of Mary, and steel your mind against intrusion. If for nothing else, you might find comfort in praying to Mary. Yeah, teach him real good, slut. Shut up, Garchomon.
He looks around confused. Am I still dreaming? But I heard someone who's...
No, my boobs can talk. Don't worry about it.
I kind of
Okay,
wonder if Escarchuan.
I must still be dreaming.
I kind of wonder if Escarchuan can get the voices out and replace it with himself.
Oh, that's great.
Hazim does not have nearly the hyper proportions that Garchomon demands.
Oh, we've got plenty of lactate.
I can make his balls enormous.
Alright, I think at this point, Hyra's gonna pick up Hazim, sort of, put one of his arms over his shoulder. Come on, let's get you downstairs.
Where did you get all that stuff?
He slumps against Hyra's shoulder and passes out.
Come on, let's get this guy down to Pip. If anyone can fix voices in your head, it's probably him.
I'm not sure I trust Pip. I do know many people like me are able to block out mental intrusion. I used to be able to until I solidified my path as Mary's champion.
Also, I have a bunch of text in there for the centaur whenever.
Yes. Alright, so you guys are taking care of Hazim.
Mhm.
We flash over to Miss Boom. Miss Boom sidles up to the centaur, steps right under the swinging doors, pokes her head in, introduces herself as a goblin girl on the look for a hookup. Bailey glances at all of the various drugs hanging from your bandolier and raises an eyebrow. Why would you need more? It looks like you've got quite a lot already.
You hear what happened to the source of most of the drugs? Market's gonna dry up real soon, and I'm gonna make a profit.
I mean, so what are you saying? That you're looking to sell drugs?
Well, it's more of a side business, and I dabble in a little bit of everything. You know, pornography. She'll pull out one of her original porno book and pop it open for just a second.
Oh
A little
my.
bit of adventuring, a little bit of, you know, alchemical stuff, a little bit of magic. But anyway, I mean, there's got to be more than just the ones I have, so. Seems to me like you might be the actual hookup around here.
Oh, no, you've misjudged me. I don't have anything like that. That kind of stuff seems, well, I mean, a little bit, well, what I mean to say is, uh, uh, well, look, I mean, I haven't lived all my life in the desert, right? You know, used to live out by the mountains, and, well, you're a goblin, right? You know about minotaurs.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Right, well, I mean, it's hard to get, you know, a little bit to take the edge off. So, you know, from time to time, you know, when the thirst hits, you know, I just need a little bit to keep me going, you know, to keep things steady. So, but I mean, I can't sell you that. I need that.
So what's his name that the rest of, you know, my friends are hassling is actually the guy?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what you mean.
Is he like, was he giving you the Minotaur gum then? He seemed awful suspicious. I just assumed he was buying from you.
No. I mean, well, Fitch is a good guy, you know. He's a little particular. Um, and well, you know, he's not a fan of, well, you know, you or me, but I don't hold it against him. And he, you know, can get a few things. You know, he can get stuff that, strictly speaking, you're not supposed to have. And you know, I need a hit from time to time, but oh, please don't tell your friends about that. I'd hate them to harass him. You know, he's a good guy. Just, you know, he's serving a market that no one else really can.
I honestly feel kind of bad about this now. All right. Well, let me see if I have any Minotaur gum on me. No, I don't. I just have like regular.
Just take her to
enchanted
Cal.
gum.
It'll be fine.
The sadness. Let me see here. Oh, I do have some cusp, which is made from Minotaur gum. But all right, well, she wasn't lying to me at all, was she?
No, she seemed very earnest.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back to drug dealer guy then, and I'll thank her and give her a smooch on the boob.
Oh my. She bats your booty with her tail.
Oh yeah.
Alright, while they're doing that, these guys bring Hazim over. So, what's the verdict here? Who wants to be the first to speak?
Oh, so everyone's all here together at the exact same time now?
Yes.
So, pretty sure the centaur is either the world's best liar, or she was just scoring some Minotaur cum off your boy there.
Minotaur come now.
Yeah, it's awesome. Can I get some?
Oh, hey, listen, a thing here and there, might fall off the back of a wagon. I happen to pick it up. It finds its way to someone else's hand. That, I'm just the guy that, moves a thing from here to there. That's not, that's not a crime.
No, of course not.
Oh, I
And
get it now.
where do these wagons happen to come from, let's say, or stop from time to time?
Well, I mean, Minotaurs come from the mountains, right? So they probably come from mountains. It's pretty, straightforward. 1 and 1 makes 2, right?
Is that all you sell?
So, that's pretty obviously not the truth, but I'm going to roll insight just to see that he's obviously not telling the whole truth. Oh, apparently that's the one time I can't roll insight. Okay, thanks,
Listen.
game.
I'm a legitimate businessman. I have a number of sources, a number of products. I move things from people to people. I sell any number of differing, various, and sundry objects. But the precise quantity of my endeavors is, mine and mine alone. If I told everyone where I get all my supplies from, boom, the whole things ruined, because anyone else can just go get whatever they want. Casting Dominate person?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you ensorcel the Lizen, and your spell seems to hit a brick wall, much like how Cerulean described a dream as a lead bubble. You feel like a similar situation has arisen around his mind. Your spell sifts, trying to get a hold on it, but it slides uselessly off. He seems to be protected one way or another from mental domination.
Well, either he has taken Coyote, which gives you advantages on saves and +2 to mental shit, or he's got some kind of other thing that is completely protecting his mind.
Well, it's like I told your friends here. I've had more than a couple run-ins with demons. Demons like dominating minds. So, you take precautions here and there. And this, by the way, he leans in and not so discreetly, loudly whispers to Leira, is why I don't trust goblins.
Okay. This, by the way, is why I don't care. And I will just turn around and walk off.
Harumph.
He's the drug dealer. I don't really care anymore. Probably shouldn't arrest him though, because Minotaur cum is necessary for life.
Is Hazim up in himself now?
No, he's
He has
unconscious.
passed out. He is sleeping, dreamless sleep.
Fuck. God damn it, Hazim.
We need to get Pip or Nye or somebody to help him block out these voices, or he's going to do this again.
I've offered. Tips offered.
Giacomo explains that, of course, he's happy to help people in times of need, but he really, really doesn't need people trying to OD in his caravanserai. So, if you would be so kind as to take him with you, he would rather see the tail end of the wolf than the further smiling face.
Oh man, Zine buddy. All right, we'll take him. That's fine.
Oh, teach him to be a paladin. He can learn to block shit out.
Wait. For what's his name? When Giacomo says all that stuff, says that it wasn't doesn't he just want to see the tail end. I whip out I start to place first 100, then 200, then 300, then 400, then 500 gems in that sequence on him, to Giacomo, and says that my good friend here wishes to apologize and in the future have a better time when he returns.
Giacomo turns from having a rather sour look on his face to as grinning and smiles and infuriating optimism as you can possibly imagine. Oh, well, of course, I mean, as soon as he comes back, I'm sure he'll be all better in your care, and then we'll throw the biggest party for him. Oh, it'll be glorious. You don't happen to have anything on you to take care of the cost of, cleaning up his room, do you? But of course, any time,
Well-
down the line you wanted to come back, that would be fantastic.
What? You just place out another 100 and you need the minor cost of cleaning his room, another 100,
Oh, yes,
200
thank you.
extra there.
Of course. Though it did look like he takes your 200. It did look like maybe some of those burning leaves might have ruined the carpet. And the carpet really was the central point of that room. It tied the whole room together, you understand. We'd have to replace it, and it was an import. So
Another 200 there.
Oh,
So,
that's
yes,
such
that
a-
should more than enough cover it, wouldn't you say?
Thank you. Of
Such an
course. Of
extortionate
course. We'll get that
Yeah.
room
God, have to
prepared
bribe
and
him.
repaired, and it'll be just as if he had never been in the caravanserai before. When he comes back, everything will be in its perfect place.
Yes. Oh, and I put another 400 in its hand and say, and do make sure that Alma is taken care of a little bit more, because apparently she seemed to have, she has it good, but she could have better, wouldn't you say?
Oh, but of course, nothing too good for our friends. He
Yes.
gathers up the 1,200 gems that you've
Jeez.
slid across to him, and
That is the bribe of the century.
secrets it away with his wife, who slips it in between her bosoms, and he wanders up to you just in case you happen to have more forthcoming. He remains diligently on hand.
Oh, right. Now I remember. And she's gonna be needing. I gave him another 200 gems there. She's gonna be needing better food if you would be so kind.
Oh, of course, nothing but the best.
Yes. She'll be eating for at least a couple of more people. So, now,
Fish is
shall we?
using this distraction to sidle away and notices that Dannika has moved to intercept Eeps, and whistles, acting as though he were making no moves to get anywhere.
No, so let's, if you wouldn't mind, if you wouldn't mind letting us wrap up this rather distasteful drug business here.
Oh, but of course. I do believe actually that we have to check on the other guests. Honey, would you please come with me? He turns back, and whatever you do, don't make a mess of it. And then he and his wife go upstairs.
Oh, it's so fine.
Hero
It'll be
will
fine.
just start pulling on some leather gloves.
Hey,
Yes.
ho, hey.
So,
settle
should
down.
we have start with a body cavity search?
Hero will pull out a vial of oil lube.
Pip,
I think that's a good
Just,
place to start.
Pip
Whoa,
brings
whoa,
out
whoa.
his two large tentacles growing out of his back.
Whoa, guys. Oh, settle down. We got off on the wrong foot. Listen, I'm not the enemy here. No. Actually, I am the best friend that you guys have ever had. You guys are gonna be like,
Oh,
I don't even remember life before I met Fitch. Fitch is friggin' he makes my life better daily. Like,
Why don't you
it is
tell us
it is
why we're such good
crazy.
friends, Fitch?
Talking.
So like you guys were in need of some stuff, and that's kind of like my job. So if you needed some kind of whatever, I could probably find a guy who knows a guy who's heard of another guy who's best friends with his ex-wife's brother, and he would definitely have something.
really? He would have what we're looking
Maybe.
for?
I mean, I could, it's a complex web of connections, but I would follow it down for you guys, because you guys are, you guys, oh, you guys. We have fun though. We have fun. This is fun.
So you haven't seen us have fun yet. Slowly start following up again.
I mean, well, like, what exactly are you looking for, right? Because I could probably find something.
Look,
could.
the
Very
thing we
simple.
need is for the drug trade here in the caravanserai and really all across Marith to stop.
Oh, but make sure you still bring the centaur her minotaur come because she needs that. To live.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe we could make a deal then here, Fitch. Why don't you tell us where you got your stuff, and then you stop dispensing the pith and the coyote and other such substances, and you stay far away from this so that when we go after these people, you don't end up in ground zero of it as well.
Well, I mean,
They
hey,
call the
listen.
crossfire.
It's cool. Like, you guys don't want drugs around here, and that's admirable. Like, I'm all on board with that. But listen, like, coyote, that just grows out in the desert, right? It's a weed, right? So like anyone can pick that up. But I tell you what, actually, now that we're talking, and my brain's had a chance to process things, I'm starting to remember a few. And you know what? I remember. Yep, there was an ant who came in from Ant Hill, right? That's where they all live, and he totally had a bunch of that stuff on him. You missed him. He left last night, like right in the middle of the night. So you guys were gone, right? You guys were probably like upstairs doing, and
Hero
he
like takes a
probably
big step
sold
forward.
all that stuff. Yeah, he's lying out his ass.
Stop lying.
I punch him.
Let's
I straight
on,
up punch
man.
him in the face.
He falls to the ground and holds his booped snoot. Oh,
Well,
hey, now, settle down. Maybe I misremember a little bit, like, right? Okay, that's cool.
let's
That's cool.
see how much I can shove in. and
Whoa,
how
whoa,
long it
whoa,
takes
whoa.
to stretch it
Hey.
out.
Whoa, you know what? You know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna be your man on the inside, right? I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna look, and then anyone who comes in here with any kind of drugs, I'm gonna take care of them. How about that? I'll make sure no one's dealing drugs out here
Rat
like
out
at
your
all.
supplier, Fitch. Now.
Well, I mean, it's weeds. They grow in the desert. They just it's not like
Well, time to see how stretchy a lizard is.
Is he still
Start
lying?
walking up towards him.
yes, still lying.
God damn.
Garrett cracks her
Fitch,
knuckles.
Fitch,
Turn him
Fitch.
over.
A man nearly died because of all these easy to acquire plants. We don't want to see that happen again. And if we have to go
No,
take some
never.
extreme measures to make sure that this doesn't happen again, well, I mean, as long as we don't make a mess in here, we can just take this outside.
Oh, I wonder if his mental protection would block my spell that would turn him into a bimbo for a couple months.
There's always bimbo liqueur.
That's right.
I do have a bunch of that.
I
I want to
bet
try this new spell.
Oh.
a giggly little bimbo
Wow.
lizard would be so much more amenable.
I have a mind break spell. I could try that one too.
Hey,
Isn't that
man,
permanent?
Yeah.
You're making me
Yeah,
kind of
let's
feel like
take
you
it
guys
out
are
behind
working
the
with the
shed.
demons. What's happening here? This turn around. You guys don't have to be like that. Listen. I tell you what. I'm gonna take you to this big supply that I found, legitimately found, of like a shitload of drugs. Right? You guys can just destroy all of it, do whatever you want, and you know what? I won't even be the guy here. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm just gonna leave. I'm never gonna come back to this caravanserai. You're never gonna see me again. But I tell you what, I'm gonna be fighting the good fight out in the world. I'm gonna be destroying these drugs wherever I see them. I'm gonna be, it's a crusade, right? It's
Hey.
war on drugs. I
Hey.
got this for you.
Hey, you better still bring Minotaur come back for my girl in the stables because she needs that shit.
I tell you what, I'll get a guy. I'll get
And
a
it's
guy
not-
to make deliveries every week. Rain or shine. Probably not that much rain because desert, but a lot of shine or shine.
It's not her fault I found out about you. You know how us goblins are.
I don't know how to respond to that, but the thing that does not offend you, yeah, that one. So okay, so we're cool, right? Let's go to that thing that I found with all the stuff, and you guys can just destroy it, and then I'll just go on my way, and you'll never see me again, and she'll get her stuff every week, and it'll be good, and we don't have to shove anything in anywhere, and it'll be good. It'll be fine.
Good boy. Now see, was that so hard?
Hey, you know what? We're pals right now, so favors. Doing favors is my favorite thing to do, and I love doing favors.
Especially when it get you out of trouble.
Oh, this guy's gonna butt fuck us at the first opportunity.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, not probably,
Just
definitely.
have one of my tentacles slowly move down towards his head, around his head. Yes. Let's go. And maybe we'll see. Maybe we don't have to see how long a lesson can go without air. Okay?
Whoa.
Ooh, hey. No
Yeah.
need to be like that.
I heard.
We're all friends here.
I heard lessons like breath play. So
Let's go take a look at this dash you came across.
Right? He takes you outside of the caravanserai, and a few hundred feet away from the walls, there's a number of stones that have been erected. He moves a few aside, and a fairly large stash of drugs and gems are in a secret hollow.
Oh.
And you know what? You guys can just destroy that because I don't want to see any of that. And you know it's dirty money, so I don't even want any of that. You can destroy those gems too because it's as far as I'm concerned, it is tainted, right? It is
Where
no good.
where'd you get the drugs from?
Tanuki?
Ah,
Here will
well.
crack her knuckles again.
I don't believe that. Please, there.
Hmm.
That sounded like the wrong answer.
Oh,
Do you want to try again?
No. You guys said
Press play
that
it
there's
is.
a Tanuki dealing drugs, and so like I don't see him, right? So someone just believes these things here, and I happen to find him and happen to maybe turn a little profit on it. But you know that's whatever. It's not what we're doing anymore. So
So
like if there
this
was a Tanuki
guy,
dealing
Actually,
drugs,
you,
it's probably the same Tanuki.
Hold on. Here will put a hand on Leira's arm. Actually, didn't we find that stupid Tanuki running between the bazaar and the caravan? Like just on the path between these two places? This is actually where we found her.
Hey, Pip, could you sniff him for magic items?
Already did that.
With
we already did
pleasure.
that. We does have
Oh.
some.
Yeah,
I
we need to
found
take
out.
whatever mental protection thing he has and give it to our buddy.
I don't think we found out what does that.
Well, we
We
just
don't know
take
what
all of
does
his
it
magic
yet.
items
Yes.
and
I don't think it's an
identify
item.
them.
You guys stripped him of all of his clothing and belongings, and Pip still couldn't get into his head. So
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
something else.
What? I'm.
Wait, I wasn't trying to get into his hand. I was looking for items, remember, and drugs.
Well,
Well-
now we know that it wouldn't work.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. This Tanuki, can you just have you ever seen him? Seen him before? You described this guy to us. So we
No,
can
no,
try
like
and find him.
the hollow's filled with stuff, and I don't see who puts it there. But if you say a Tanuki's doing it, then it's probably that Tanuki. So like that's, I didn't see the Tanuki. I don't know anything about it. Probably big balls, right? Big old balls.
Oh man, this guy's adorable.
This guy's pretty great.
Oh, now remember what we haven't done.
What?
Waterboarding.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna nope out of that shit.
Have you ever waterboarded anyone?
I think we've gotten all we need to out of this fellow.
Wait,
It wasn't a lot, so.
I think. Wait, so did the Minotaur cum also come from the Tanuki? Because I don't remember them having Minotaur cum at the eel drug manufacturing plant.
is there any Minotaur come in the cache?
Nope. But Cusp is made from Minotaur cum, so
Also, the cache is now on fire.
yes.
What? Did we at least take the gems out?
Yes, I did take the gems out.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the gems would survive the fire, but
Also, why did we get rid of all the drugs?
because drugs are bad.
Why is the
Gee.
rum gone?
To you, maybe,
Yeah, to me. Therefore, I lit them on fire.
but
Well, what's the word again?
I could have done drugs.
Just the thing is, say that the gems wouldn't actually survive much of fire because they would be ruined because they are a mineral. Remember? They're
I
a
don't know what you're
crystalline
talking
mineral.
about, but okay.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Well, the hollow lights up in a
Let's get out of here.
fluorescent friggin' explosion. A massive fireball of gaseous fumes and strange colors, rainbows of cascading friggin' flame just leap all over from the explosion. And you guys take a minimum safe distance to make sure you don't get caught downwind of the
Aw.
cloud of toxic smog that just lifts off from the obliterated stash.
toxic
So
or
what you're saying
entertaining?
is that it's a color kaleidoscopian fireball.
Yes. In this case, Fen, toxic. If you want, I can fetch the AD&D player's book for the rules on mixing potions. We
Do
can
it.
see what exactly happens. But here's a spoiler: there's only one good result, and there's like hundreds of things on there. So,
But those tables
Jeez.
don't have all the fun COC type things on them.
well, we can use our imagination on some of them too.
Do I need to link that video again?
Imagination.
That video
Do
by
not,
Rocket Jump.
don't go huffing the toxic cloud, okay?
Oh man, that rocket jump video is so great.
Alright.
How many gems were there in the stash?
There were 3,000 gems in the stash.
Oh,
So we each get 500?
Okay. Alright, well, I suppose with
I
the
have
stash
500. I have 500, and I give it to what's his name again, Fitchy, and say, since you did all the work, these are yours.
Oh, hey,
you
you know what?
shouldn't walk out of
No.
here
I don't want
empty-handed.
I don't want any dirty money from drugs. You know what? I'm straight and narrow. I got nothing but blue skies ahead of me. You guys, throw that into the fire if you want. I don't want any of that. I'm just gonna take my tail and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you
You
stay
know-
on the straight and narrow now, Fitch.
Why
Uh-oh.
don't
Razor's edge for me.
why don't you just come with us and become our traveling provisioner?
Hey, oh, I would love that. You guys are great friends, but I gotta go. I got, a sister,
and
I gotta go check on her.
and
So,
you could teach what's his butt here how to resist mental intrusions.
and
And
that
there'd be
is
3,000 gems in it for you if you did.
that's a great offer, but like I said, I got this brother, I gotta go,
It was a sister a minute ago.
you know what? He's transitioning right now. So, either
Fitch, what have
way,
we said about lying? Hero Cracker Knuckles.
all right. Well, I got a me to worry about. I'm a little concerned about sticking around with you guys for too long. You're my good friends. I love you, but I gotta go. So you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Okay. Bye-bye
So-
now.
Bye, Fetch.
Here, I'll just give him a big slap on the ass that sends him careening off into the sand. Like in some random
Tumbles
direction.
into the sand,
Wait.
picks himself up, and starts running top speed.
Does he want a goodbye blowjob?
He does not.
He doesn't
Oh,
like.
that's too bad.
He's
He
gay.
wants to get the fuck away from these psychos.
Indeed.
Okay, I love you now. Bye-bye.
All right, let's go and go tell Giacomo about what we found.
Does anyone want some of these leftover muffins for breakfast with this delicious cream icing?
No.
Hero will eat one.
Is
No.
it cum?
Yes,
Hero continues to eat one.
fresh milked from Anubis.
Pauses mid-bite, slowly looks back and forth amongst everyone, slowly reaches down for another bite.
Yep. That's about how that plays out.
The
Excellent.
owner of the caravanserai is attending a few things. You guys come back in. He makes a little motion as if zipping his lip, brushes his hands dismissively, and gives you a wink with a thumbs up, and goes about servicing all the various patrons and collecting
Alright.
copious amounts of money for doing so.
I think Giacomo thinks we just killed that guy.
I think he does.
I think you guys found out the price for his silence for killing a guy, too.
What was it?
This is doubtless convenient information for later.
Wow.
In the meantime,
One of his services there is now just silence him. No witness is labeled no witnesses.
Oh my.
anyway, so now that Giacomo and everybody here knows not to fuck with us,
I guess so.
Do we need anything else here, or can we go?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just gonna take those 500 gems that I got from the drug money, just slide it over to Giacomo's head. I'll just say like little something something.
All right.
Oh my God.
For you, the missus, and maybe a little bit for Alma's
You will gladly take your money.
food budget.
Jeez.
This, I feel like we should, like, the party's getting a little darker lately. Like, this whole little arc. Super fucking dark.
All I was
Yeah.
gonna do
Guys
was just
won't
punch the
free in
dude a few
dungeon.
times.
You guys are just going around
Yeah.
threatening
That,
all kinds of NPCs.
Also,
as
it's
Paladin, that was kind of fucked up, but he heard a friend of ours. So,
also it's probably super fucked up of me to think this, but he seems super black.
he
That is kinda
seems
fucked up
super
of you.
New York.
That did kind of feel like a character
What the fuck,
DCL
Gnoll?
would play, but
No, he
I
seems
didn't
super
get-
Detroit.
I didn't get black. I got like New York or Detroit. Yeah,
Well, yeah, black.
not necessarily.
Have you
But,
seen Detroit?
I don't know when was
Well,
the
they
last
have
time I
started
played
the
Fallout
cleaning up
4.
act.
I saw Detroit when I played Human Revolution.
I'm just gonna
It
keep
looked
digging
pretty
my
good.
hole over here. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Its economy was booming.
DCL can kick me in the balls the next time he sees me.
yeah.
I think he's. He mentioned something about that earlier today, I think.
But that was in reference to JoJo, so.
Yes, that was it.
Oh yeah.
So he'll
'cause
he'll have to
I
kick
am
you
a-
twice now.
Yeah, once for saying horrible racist things, and once for not liking the correct animes. Anyway,
So where are we going again? We were gonna.
I think we were going to the burn library
We're
for
going
the
to
thing
go
with the
drop
strings
off
and
some
stuff.
people. I think.
All right. Back to the map. Pachow. Next stage of the journey, make the trip to the Burn Library. You round up all of your minions. You took the better part of the day dealing with this whole drug dealer business, but on the plus side, we can remove that from the map.
Drugs. Are you sure we can't just pop by the portal and go help my mom out real fast?
You guys are
No,
We gotta
equidistant.
get rid of this fucking army.
we have 100 people with us. We have to get rid of them.
I'm not ditching my daughters at Teladra. The place is gross and perverted.
What?
Ah.
What?
Lodger's a great place. I bought a house there.
Okay. Yeah, but like, they tend to frown on,
What?
just
Well,
giving people
you-
drugs so that they'll come more, and then letting your daughter, like 70 daughters, go hog wild on them.
Then
until
maybe
you have
don't
300
do that?
granddaughters. Well, then what are my daughters supposed to do?
I don't know, grow up to be normal members of society?
out of character,
Ah,
he just point out something. Savin, you forgot one part though. When Hyra bought the property there, she bought under property value.
Wow.
Come on, we started out as this nice gated community, and then your kind moved in there. So, kiss.
Hey. Hold on now. I increased the property value of my thing. I put in a garden. I made that house Centaur accessible. Alright, I am a pillar of my community. You shut your whore mouth. Fucking increase that house value at least like 5%.
Gentrification.
Yeah. Anywho. Well, while Hyra and Pip are arguing housing prices the entire day. Actually, would it be better / faster to move during the night through the desert since hot as balls?
No, you move you do like this. You move in the morning, what's called dusk and dawn, and then a bit through the night. But you can't. What's called dusk
Yeah.
early before noon, and then during noon there's a high time that you don't move, and then later afternoon towards dusk and about before it's night, because deserts surprisingly get ass fucking cold during
Yeah.
night.
So yeah, we do that if possible.
Okie dokie. So the party is going to wait till twilight a little bit and on the move as things start cooling off, but before they get completely icy. Who hasn't rolled yet for the D100?
I haven't.
Savin, roll a D100.
41. Almost the answer.
To life, the universe, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you are on your way, you find the remains of a campsite. It looks like this campsite has been vacated fairly recently. You're not sure who all was in the campsite, but the contents of the campsite make you think it was probably a group of goblins. There are 12 empty bottles, 1 bottle of Succubi Delight, 1 smut magazine, and go ahead and roll 4d20.
56 used condoms.
No, not used, or at least not past tense used. There are 56 balloon-sized enchanted condoms that have been tied off and still filled with friggin'
56.
Treasure.
precious.
This
Oh,
reminds me of those goblins we encountered in the forest.
Miss
They had these
Boone, that's
enchanted
not
ones, right?
yours. Don't steal from people. I'm just gonna pop a survival check to see if I can tell maybe when people were here last.
Looks like they were here as recently as last night.
Any
It does seem odd that goblins would leave that much precious treasure behind.
Any indication of what happened to them? Like any sign of a struggle or something?
Can I make a goblin check?
Is that a will saving throw to avoid just eating all of the cum?
Miss
No,
Boom, make an investigation check with advantage. Hyra, you search around the camp, and you get the impression that you're not 100% sure what happened to them, but there's really no sign of them leaving. Like, the sand all around has been patted down by numerous feet, and there are clumps of sand that have been bunched together where presumably fluids, probably from those empty bottles, have been spilt, but there's no sign of where they might have gone to.
Do the empty bottles have any labels on them?
They are all labeled Succubi Delight.
So they all
Miss
turned into
Boom-
succubi.
Miss Boom,
No.
you do a investigation check around using your finely honed goblin senses. The first clue is that there are friggin' filled condoms. Goblins would not leave those behind. They need that very much.
Yeah, it's a live.
Yes. Your second clue is that there's a smut magazine. Goblins don't need smut magazines, they need dicks. Hard dicks. And the fact that they had a smut magazine with them either makes them a pervert, like you, or means that they had someone with them and they were using the smut magazine to encourage them to fill the condoms up.
Also the succubi's delight.
Also the Succubi's Delight, which apparently they've used quite a bit of.
And then that guy turned into a demon and then just carted them off.
Your third clue is that the goblins, apparent at least according to Hyra, didn't seem to leave anywhere. That they were in the camp and then suddenly they weren't. So something must have happened to them. Either something from up above snatched them, or something from down below grabbed them.
Imp swarm.
The cum must flow.
Puzzling. I will check the ground around here for signs of disturbance.
All right.
And by
Hyra
check
or
the ground, I
Miss
mean
Boom,
skip
which one of
around
you has
lazily
the
looking.
biggest investigation check?
I naturally have disadvantage on investigation, but I have a +6.
I have a +7, so
Okay.
Wink. Presumably with advantage from Miss Boom helping me.
Yes.
So 24.
All right. Between the two of you, you investigate the site carefully. It looks like the sand off in the distance, not too far from camp, but fairly close. Not close enough to disturb the condoms, but just close enough to be accessible, is freshly turned. Normally, sand that's been cast about by the sun and a wind has a much whiter quality to it. This almost looks like dirt. It's been brought up to the surface. Something came from down below and apparently snatched all these goblins.
Oh, gross.
El Blanco. It's the
Fucking
cock snakes.
goddamn graboids.
You're gonna wish you named them.
Well, these goblins are fucked, and I don't really want to go.
We need to save my people.
You can just make more of them. It's fine.
No.
Harsh.
What the fuck, guys?
So much
I help
racism.
you with urinating
Oh.
bullshit. I helped fucking shark tits over
All
there.
right. How do you
Save the
suggest we help
goddamn
these
mom.
goblins? Because they are long gone.
We go into the ground after whatever took them. Beat it up.
How?
I don't know. I bet this could just be a trap. Miss Boom will take her 10-foot pole and start poking at the ground.
Sand trap?
I'm
Huh?
poking
I
the
don't
ground.
get it. What's that supposed to mean?
The enemy from the game called the sand trap?
That was in character.
Oh. Okay.
Miss Boom starts poking around at the ground. The ground is suspiciously soft around where the freshly turned earth is. Everywhere else, it's sand, so it's soft, but not terribly soft, you know.
It's sandy but not dirty.
Yes.
Or rather, it's sandy but not soily.
I take it. Can I use my cock ring of the ram to just blast down into the sand there? Like try and drill a hole straight down?
You want to do that?
Yes.
That's
If it's a thing that can work, I will do that.
All right.
Oh
Hyra,
god, I'm pinching the bridge of my nose.
Hyra pulls
Yeah,
the
everyone
side of
cover your
her
eyes.
dress aside, whips out her massive endowment, thrusts in the direction of the problem, and a huge pillar of earth and sand erupts into the air above you, raining down on everyone. A fairly sizable hole has just been drilled into the ground.
See? Gave you a head start.
Everyone
Did it accomplish anything?
make a dexterity saving throw.
Graboid time!
Yeah, why?
Because I want to fight the fucking graboids.
High five.
What about ass blasters?
Man, Graboid is such a terrible name.
No,
It's the best name. What are you talking
Don't
about?
make the assholes.
Oh god, if the
Yeah.
assholes show up in this
The
game, I quit. I ain't dealing with that.
Oh. Alright, Miss Boom and Pip are knocked right off their feet onto their asses. Everyone else manages to keep their footing, and you try to figure out exactly what just happened when it happens again. A tremendous tremor runs through the ground. Feels like an earthquake is going on. Right.
Levitate up. I'm up.
Levitate! Vroom! Pip's going up. Earthquakes. What are you guys gonna do?
Is there any, like, rocks
Laugh at
or
the people.
something nearby?
Nope. This is a camp in the desert. There ain't nothing but sand as far as the eye can see.
I climb up onto the back of one of my large-sized followers.
Alright, you climb up. More earthquakes. I tell you what. Advanced warning. Type out what your characters are going to do by the end of the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, Hyra holds on for dear life onto the back of a minion. Third, tries to take cover. Miss Boom polymorphs into what?
A bullet.
A what?
A bullet.
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 A
Whatever it's
bullet?
called.
Land shark?
Land shark. Leira
It's a
tries to back
bullet.
away. Dannika is frozen in indecision, and Pip is still levitating. And the ground gives way as a half mile of desert suddenly descends underground.
Holy shit!
Giant sinkhole. Whoom. And
Whee!
Pip is left floating in the air, looking down, trying to wipe the sand out of his eyes, try to see what happened to the party, or if they and their army of minions are still alive. And we'll leave it at that.
I'd assume the minions are like way the fuck back, but okay.
It's a half-mile sinkhole, then.
Oh.
Half-mile radius sinkhole.
I get the impression this is going to be one of those adventures inside of a giant creature type dungeons that we fall into.
It's fine. We're getting into the underground next to the ruin library just through a different way. It's fine.
We took a shortcut. It's fine.
Yeah!
Hyra just fucked the earth until it opened up.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
I'm pretty sure there are
Fucking
creation
science.
myths about that. I'm just, starting a new civilization. It's fine.
True story. All right.
A better
Uh,
life underground.
Corruption. So, Hyra, you had one person nursed from you. Anyone else?
Nope.
All right. And did you heal more than 15 damage?
You had to heal that guy that was nursing from you.
Had he taken any damage? I'm not sure if my force feeding him moo milk actually assisted.
Well, it was a healing attempt on him.
Also, technically, it's
48,
4
27.
healing attempts, because moo milk only does 1d8 plus 1, so...
1d8 plus 1?
Yeah.
Should be 1d8 plus 3 for Moo Milk. Right?
Well, whatever. It still can't hit 15 per try.
Right. Alright. Well, I guess you didn't get any corruption then.
Well,
Boo.
We'll get you there eventually.
Yeah.
no thanks.
Come on,
And-
corruption's great.
Well,
No.
would you like to eat a pearl?
What does that do for me?
Like it just gets rid of all your corruption
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
and creates like a psychic link between us.
That sounds like a worse deal for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
Also, Steven Universe gets really sad.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
I-
Naya, you didn't
I haven't
have
seen
any
that
fights,
yet.
and you did not yet have a chance to preach about your goddess. But since you guys have acquired Hazim, you
Yeah, I
have
would have
an
been teaching
opportunity
him about it on the way.
to do so. So, oh, did you want to preach to him while you guys were traveling that night?
Yeah, I want to get started on his training. Make sure he can steal himself
What happened
by
to preaching
praying
to my
the mirror.
daughters?
Okay. Well, in that case, +1 corruption, so you're up to a 6. All right, and everyone else is at max, it looks like, so that is it.
Woo.
So, next week we will find out what the fuck just happened, and if Hyra can just open up sinkholes in the earth by slamming her dick down,
Best
and,
superpower ever.
see if Pip can ever get all the sand out of his fur. Holy shit, it's terrible, guys. It's gritty and it gets everywhere.
You know,
Literally never.